And we're going live without even a 30-second countdown.
Yeah, we are.
I'm just like, hell, how y'all doing? Happy New Year's. It is Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
January 3rd.
Yes.
And you know what happens in 6 days?
Yeah, I think we have a birthday coming up.
Oh, there's a couple of birthdays coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But on January 9th,
yeah,
my oldest turns 30.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
And then January 11th, the grandson has his birthday.
2nd.
Yeah.
And so the Luna Girl.
Yeah.
See, I remember a few things. I don't remember everything. I remember a few things. Anyways, all right, cool. We got a motorcycle going by already.
Oh, lovely.
Wow. It's gonna be one of those type of shows.
Yes, it
is.
is.
I forgot to turn up. I forgot to turn that up so we can have a few sound effects. Mainly the ones where we fuck up and
yeah.
But anyways, how's everybody doing? Everybody have a great New Year's. I know we did. We had a great New Year's Eve. We were on Scared After Dark.
Yes, we were.
And then once we were off, I shut the computer down, which I probably shouldn't have done.
No, because you probably
we could have easily, or I could at least got back in and jumped back on.
Yeah.
But I shut the computer down and started making drinks.
Yes.
I only drank half that bottle. Well, wait, you had a little bit of it too.
Yeah, I was saying, I had a couple.
But yeah, I mean, because when I came home on Friday with a 10-pack of Fireball shots, because we never tried Fireball before, came home with that.
Yeah.
Plus a bottle of Black Velvet, or not Black Velvet.
Black rum.
No, Bacardi Black rum. And then a big ass bottle of Jim Beam.
Yep.
You're like, I'm sure you're just going, oh God.
Yeah, that crossed my mind.
He's going to get completely sauced.
Yeah, that crossed my mind.
But I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I was good.
Yes, you were.
Amazing. Amazing. I was good. Anyways, Kim, you want to call out the chat?
Yes, we have
a busy chat.
Yeah, we do. Let me start here. We have Shanty from Scarif After Dark. We have Hannah. We have
Ubaldo. Come on.
We have DB.
Dragon Buddy.
Yep. We also have Luna Girl in there.
LG.
Yep. And let's see. Did I miss anybody?
I don't know. Did you miss anybody?
I don't know. I'm going through the list. If I missed anybody, sorry.
You're fired.
I know I'm fired.
I'll just fire you right now.
I don't think I missed anybody.
All
nope.
Right.
Welcome everybody to the chat. Welcome to the chat, and thanks for joining us.
Okay, so I know I promised everybody we were going to have all brand new music. We're going to have everything brand new for 2023. And
well, we didn't quite make
faltered, and I didn't even make the new or one for what we're doing tonight. So,
Well, we got another 4 that we are going to eventually go over.
Right, but
that you can.
So we'll just do the original.
Yes, we will.
That was just a little bit adjusted.
Yes.
Once I realized it. I realized and was also notified that it did have a square red pipes in there. I'm like, oh, hell, well, we're going to fix this real quick.
Yes, exactly.
And I did.
Yes, you did.
All right. I got on the other side of the show.
Let's do it.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Used and Abused. I'm Scott.
I'm Kim.
And this is episode 183.
I believe it is, yes.
And it's Tuesday night, or it's Tuesday. We're going to be talking Wednesday.
Yes. And that's the Netflix series Wednesday.
Oh my God.
Everyone.
So we were talking before we got on this side of the show that we were on Scared After Dark on New Year's Eve. And I went to go plug what we were doing Tuesday, talking about and even I got confused because I watched the sidebar yesterday and Dave obviously doing it in Hannaford with the hand puppet. Yeah. Even he was getting like, it just don't sound right.
I know.
Because you're talking about Tuesday doing Wednesday. Like, what?
That's why you said podcast on Tuesday doing the Netflix series of Wednesday.
Right?
To clarify.
Exactly. And it would definitely need clarification. Because
yes, it did.
Hell.
It did.
Damn. Anyways. So, yeah, we're going to talk about Wednesday tonight. But before we do, let's go ahead and take care of business. Kim likes to do business.
Yes.
And somewhere here's a button. There's the button. Go.
Thank you to our Patreons, Luna Girl and Dragon Buddy, Don Delisnuch-Solski, Nicholas Schaefer, Steve Long, Hannah, Mikey, Brindley, and Case. Join our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/used and let's try that again.
Please get your shit together.
Join our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/usedabusedpod. There we go. Search for Used and Abused Pod today on all your favorite podcast apps, including Apple, Google, Audible, Amazon Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.
Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, click subscribe and then click that bell to be notified when we go live.
You can find Used and Abused Pod on Facebook, the Gram, and Twitter.
See, I fixed it for you.
Yes, you did.
Like our last show we did. You can email us at usedandabusedpod@gmail.com, and that "and" is spelled out AND.
Yes. Our website is usedabusedpod.com. There you can find links to all of our episodes, link to our YouTube videos, replays of our live shows, link to our merch store, and link to our Patreon under the donate button.
You know what we should? I'm going to sidebar this sucker real quick. You know what we didn't do?
What?
We're doing, I guess we don't really do this. Then we do news, and then we do our obviously, because we haven't done a show yet. We haven't really showed up what we got for Christmas.
No.
And we didn't show off, or we haven't done. And then so yeah, I guess we do that afterwards, don't we?
Yeah.
Do we do it before news or after news? I don't remember.
Either.
Screw it. We'll just go.
You can leave us a message and also click subscribe to be notified by email when new audio-only episodes are available. Leave us a message at 928-719-0749.
Voicemail.
Yes.
That's a voicemail.
Yes.
Go to tpublic.com and search for Used Abused Pod, all lowercase, for our merch store. There are t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, face masks, onesies, copy of mugs, and etc. You can pretty much put art, the newer logo.
Yes.
The newer cover art is now up there.
Yes.
Which is kind of stupid. I didn't friggin' promote it.
Yeah.
I'm good. Oh, look, Kim, look, I did it. We got something new. And then don't promote it. What the hell?
It happens.
Please get your shit together.
2023. We're gonna do better this year.
We are gonna do a whole lot better this year. We are a proud member of the Red 5 Network.
Cinco.
Go to red5network.com to find more exciting podcasts.
I love how I say Cinco. You like it.
Yeah.
For all the Red 5 Network podcasts, go to bio.link/Red5. And it is time.
Yes. For the Red 5 happenings.
With Luna Girl.
Yes.
Of not only doing, see, I gotta get my shit together now. But anyways, stranger things has happened.
Yes.
Hey, LG.
Evans.
How you doing?
Hi.
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Great. We're doing good. We're doing good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
Exactly.
Happy New Year. Woo, woo.
Yeah. Exactly. It's fun so far. 68. So.
Yeah, definitely. And you didn't acknowledge Swede. Swede is in the chat.
Oh, Swede's in the chat. Hey, Swede.
And
sorry.
Swede really wants to be acknowledged this week because.
But the game didn't finish.
Our Sidebar Cantina League has a new Super Bowl champion. So.
Right. But that's tomorrow night.
So quick shout out to Swede. And we'll be covering that tomorrow on A Booth in the Back, which is exclusively on the Sidebar Cantina Facebook group.
Exactly.
Oh no.
So-
We'll
Sorry.
talk more about that later.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How well do you sing?
How well do I sing?
Yeah. Sing, you know?
Usually better in the morning. Yeah, usually
No,
at night I start cracking, but
No.
yeah,
No,
usually
I was just
not terrible. I
No.
wouldn't call myself like the best singer, but I
Right.
can hold a tune.
but I mean I was thinking, you know, with your younger brother just did the vocals on that new one from Explosive Noise, the Journey
Yeah.
cover. Freaking badass, by the way.
Yeah.
I think you and him, I think you two need to do like a duet.
I'll talk to him.
There you go.
I'll talk to him.
Anyways.
He's the rock star. I'm the chick in the audience doing this, and you know, woo. He's the rock star.
Anyways, so
DB, are you
January.
throwing spaghetti at me today? DB, if you freaking throw spaghetti at me, I
Damn, he was
swear.
throwing shit. He was throwing shit at you last night.
Yeah, but the French fry was frozen and it kind of rolled off my back. A spaghetti would get stuck in my hair.
Yes.
Wait, are we talking cooked spaghetti?
Yeah. I made I made the gravy, you know, the gravy and with the sausages in it, and I asked him to make the pastas.
Right on. I love it. I'm sorry. I love your New York accent. So
Yeah, there's no other way to say it, you know. I cooked the sauce and the sausage and
right.
asked him to make the pastas.
And if you didn't do well, oh boy.
6 years of speech lessons, guys.
So what do we got going on with the 2023 Red 5 Network?
Well, first, I'm going to start off with tonight, where usually Rogue One Radio follows the Used and Abused podcast. But tonight, there won't be anything following Used and Abused because Rogue One Radio is on winter break until February the 7th, and a well-deserved break that is. So we will skip right to Wednesday, where at 7:05 p.m., all things Star Wars, ATSW, the Escape Pod is on holiday break this week, so we won't be seeing them either. But at 11 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 p.m. Pacific time, our bros over on the West Coast, the Sarlacc Digest, they are definitely going live, and they will be going live with the season premiere of the Bad Batch season 2. I hope you guys are excited. I am like way excited. I usually struggle staying up for them, but I'm really going to try because you join their live stream. They call it the Sarlacc Pit. So, you know, because they're Sarlacc Digest. So if you guys love Star Wars, if you love being a part of grown men talking about Star Wars, there's 6 of them, go check out their live stream. And once again, that is Wednesday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. On Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, WSTR Media is on holiday break. They will be back next week on Thursday, January the 12th. On Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, the Red 5 Tavern is on winter break. So there's nothing on Friday either. But on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, and that is 3 p.m. Pacific time, Stranger Things has happened. Myself and my co-host Don Della Snooch are going to be reviewing season 2, chapter 8, The Mind Slayer of Stranger Things. We're getting really close to the end. We had a very nice holiday break, and we're ready to get back into the swing of things. So join us 6 p.m. We have a live chat. I am always there. So come chill with me if you like Stranger Things. We'll go through the journey together. Just a reminder, it is our first watch. We have never seen any of these before, so please no spoilers. It is the Mind Flayer. Why did I say Mind Slayer? DB, thank you once again. He's the best. He's a really good husband. At 8 p.m. Eastern this Saturday night, Scarif Live will be back from holiday break, but I don't have any information yet. So stay tuned to them on the socials. At 9:30 Eastern, Dork Wars Live will be back from holiday break, but I don't have any details yet. So stay tuned to their socials too. And of course, the Red 5 Network on Twitter, where, I always post the daily promos that tells you what podcast comes on at what time and what topic they're discussing. So I'm sure by Saturday, everything would be awesome. Their podcasts are always really, really great. So join us in those live streams. Sunday, tentatively, me and Shanti from Scarif After Dark are going to be starting a live stream gaming sesh, but it might be this Sunday, it might be next Sunday. We both have a lot of things going on, so stay tuned for details. But in 2023, we will be gaming on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern, roughly an hour or two, just having fun, no set game. Shanti and I used to game last year, if you remember, doing Star Wars: The Old Republic. We really, really miss it. So we might be doing that. We might be playing a free Xbox game. Whatever the case, we're going to have fun. It's just going to be us making fools of ourselves like we usually do. But we love it. It's great stress relief. Clam Slam Sundays. Yes. I don't know if I could advertise that, DB, but that's epic. Maybe Shanti would title it that. We were thinking something along the lines of Misadventures with Shanti and Lunar Girl, but it's open for discussion. Shanti and I will talk, but she's doing some push-ups right now, so way to go. Yeah, you get those push-ups, girl. Don't fall down laughing. Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing, Shanti. We both have a lot of stuff going on right now. If you're listening to this on audio, by the way, you really should consider joining us live on Tuesday evenings at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. The live chat is always where it's at, guys. So let's skip over to Monday, the 9th at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. The Sidebar Cantina will be talking about the Bad Batch Season 2 premiere. So definitely want Dave and Jason's opinions on this. Their live chat is definitely where it's at. It was hopping last night, let me tell you. At 7 p.m. on Monday the 9th, Eastern Time, Force of Light Live will be going on. And at 9 p.m. Monday night Eastern, after the weekend, we'll be discussing Galaxy Quest. And now for the ATSW family. A booth in the back, like I said a little bit earlier, will be going live at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific time. This is an exclusive Facebook Live in the Sidebar Cantina Facebook group. Look us up or go to bio.link/the Sidebar Cantina to find the link to our Facebook group. We will be discussing the Super Bowl. We will be having a special guest because we have a new Super Bowl champion, and we also have a brand new King of the Losers to crown. However, and I'm sure everybody at this point knows, because of the tragedy that happened last night, our 3rd place and our 9th place games are still on hold. So we'll be seeing who's crowned, well, actually, no, they're not going to be crowned, but we don't know the standing order until this happens. But like I said, we do have a new Super Bowl champion and we do have a new King of the Loser. So we'll be discussing that on Wednesday at a booth in the back. Layman's Terms does not have any new podcasts that he released lately. However, I just want to shout him out because it was really great to see him making a little guest appearance on Scariff After Dark on their New Year's Eve stream this past Saturday. So way to go, Keith. You need to get on some more pods, buddy, because you are hilarious and I love watching you. So follow him on the socials and, for updates on when he releases his next podcast. Sweet Studios doesn't have any news, but his band Explicit Noise does. Over Christmas break, I believe it was December the 23rd, they released their new cover, Journey, Separate Ways, Worlds Apart. Phenomenal. And of course, I'm going to take this little moment in time to say the lead singer of that song was my little brother. I call him Jut. Everybody else calls him Nurch. He's Justin. He's awesome. He did a good job. And Swede was there, wailing on the guitar. Our buddy Dale from back in the day, he was pounding on those drums. Excellent cover. Please, on YouTube, go to Explicit Noise and check that out. As well as the cover that they released in October, because that was really good too. And I was in that video, so double do it. And then finally, the Orange and Fett Show released episode 62, Christmas stuff, over the holiday break. You can now check them out on YouTube and also on Spotify. Follow them on the socials for updates. And that about completes the Red 5 and ATSW happenings for the week.
Right on. And I see that Shanti is actually liking the term
Clam Sam Sunday.
Yeah. I knew she would like that. DB. You guys are totally going to make me type that, aren't you?
And make a promo for that.
Oh, I'm going to have to promo it.
Well, one other interesting or good news, I should say, for us, we talked about this actually last year when the second annual came up. But this year, we're going to be part of the third annual Star Wars podcast day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool part is it actually it is on a Tuesday, which we go live. I was like, well, hell, that's even easier.
And I'm off.
I mean, otherwise we would have easily recorded a video or something to release that day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that, so we can't wait to do that. And again, that'll be February 7th, 2023. And there's a lot of people. I know Sidebar, ATSW, Escape Pod are all in it. Mm-hmm. War of Stars. Mm-hmm. Let's see, Wookiee Radio. All those are all from Red 5 Network. What I'm seeing right here on this little promo thing that they first posted up, but it's friggin' cool,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, awesome.
It's gonna be a good time.
It is.
I believe right now there are 40 podcasts that are participating across the world.
Right on.
Last year there was well over 100, so I expect it to go up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think when he messaged me back, I think he said it was like 107 last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a lot. But he feels that this year is going to be, well over that amount, which is good.
Yeah, it is.
The bigger it gets every year, the better.
Better, yeah.
And eventually, it's going to be its own entity.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
It really is already with over 100 podcasts, being in it. But anyway, so I thought about this while we were doing it, while you were reading me reads, and I like, you know what, I'm gonna hit the news first because it's a lot of, it brings down for a minute.
Yes, it does.
And then we'll do our show and tell.
Yes, we will.
We're gonna keep you on screen though. Anyways, thank you as always.
You're welcome.
We got anything else here to finish off? Oh, by the way, I cannot wait to watch episode 8 now.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
I can't
definitely.
wait till I start watching it again and get through it.
Mhm.
I'm hooked.
Yeah, it's a great series. It really is.
Well, what day was it? Was it Saturday? No, what day did I make you? We watched one next episode, and I thought, oh wait a minute, you should be watching Stranger Things. That
It was
happened.
Saturday. It was Saturday,
So
right after I got off of work.
So I literally made her after we watched her next episode, and then I went back ordered on YouTube. I'm like, here, now you need to watch all these. Get caught up. It was cool because I think the funny part is literally going. I was doing other stuff, and all of a sudden I hear, oh, exactly. Like, oh yeah, I completely. Oh yeah, I agree with you on that. And I'm like, the fuck you talk? I'm like, she can't hear you.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's a little different. I mean, obviously, when you're in the, I mean, again, I'm not, a lot of times they do just record them, and then, but when it premieres, Lunar Girl's always in the chat. So, yeah, I mean, it's easy to go, yeah, oh yeah, I completely agree. Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
You know, but it was just funny. Kim's all over here. I'm like, really?
I do that all the time. I talk back to podcasts. They can't hear me, but I do it all the time. Ask TB.
So do I.
Yeah.
Like I'll be listening like Jim Cornette's drive through or his experience, and I'm like, oh yeah, I completely agree with that, Jim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you're right.
Totally.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I totally missed the 80s part of wrestling. I mean, the 90s was good, but you're right. And there's a lot of shit that was done in the 90s that was stupid too. But yeah, so we got anything else to touch on here?
Yeah,
Kim?
just as a reminder, all links are in the show notes.
I knew I forgot something.
Pin to the top of our Twitter page and go to bio.link/usedabusedpod.
Right.
And that's about it.
That is that. All right. So, like I said, originally when we did this, I set it up, because I mean, we thought we were going live last week, and I got to do something.
You forgot to erase that.
I didn't.
Or hide it.
Yeah, hide it, Kim.
What?
Not erase.
Well, hide it.
Okay, it's hidden.
All right, now you can go back to the chat and we can do the news.
Well, I got something I got to do real quick.
Okay.
You might not want to go back to the chat.
Oh, wait, that's right. I've got to be under. I've got to be under used and abused. I can't be under Scott.
Oh, I know what
This is stupid.
I know what you're doing.
Anybody that's a freaking moderator should make people moderators, but hey, whatever. I got to find my show. You talk, Kim.
Okay.
Just talk with.
Well, I know what you're doing.
Well, I know you know what I'm doing, but what else you got going on, Kim?
Besides, it's getting worse at work because it's after the new year.
Oh, wow.
And I got customers calling.
I agree with Dragon Buddy. Rolando hopped in the chat. So hi, Rolando. He says that he doesn't have Twitter. And Dragon Buddy replied, it's much nicer not partaking in that hot mess on some days, Rolando. And I agree completely.
I do too.
Used and Abused is also on Instagram, and I know Rolando chills out over there.
Okay. Yeah.
Much nicer place over there. So
it
positive with the nice pictures.
Right. I mean, I'm going to get into a little bit some of the crap and that's part of the reason why I got off social media last night, and let a few people know, because I'm like, okay, I can't take what everybody's starting to say now.
Did you do it?
I did.
Okay.
So next time he says something.
Oh, got it.
Next time Rolando says something, it's going to change.
Oh, got it.
Anyways, let's get into the news real quick. December 23rd. This would have been right after the other pod. An Alabama hospital said a baby born there recently beat the odds of 133,000 to 1 to be born on the same day as its parents.
Oh my goodness.
Both parents?
Both parents, yes.
Oh, how neat.
First of all, that's interesting that you would get married to somebody, find somebody that actually got your same birthday you're married to. Yeah. And then
your child's born on your guys' on both your birthdays.
And I know I didn't put it in here, but I did read it, and it was like, no, like they didn't go in there and go, oh well, let's induce on this. You know what I mean? Make it happen. No, it was legit.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I thought it was cool. Of course, December 25th, we're way past this. I should have looked it up, but I thought it was an interesting information. Avatar: The Way of Water is #1 movie in North America up for the second week. Coming in at #2 was Puss in Boots.
Oh, yeah.
With old Antonio Banderas.
Yep.
And Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody is #3 at that time. Obviously, we're way past that. Let's get to January 1st.
Sounds good to me.
Now, remember, some of this stuff was reported January 1st. However, it happened on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Grammy winner Anita Pointer of the Pointer Sisters passed away from cancer on Saturday. Her publicist said or confirmed she was 74.
Yeah.
Also reported on January 1st, Jeremiah Green, the founding drummer for the rock band Modest Mouse, has passed away just days after the band announces he had been diagnosed with cancer. He was 45.
Wow.
And I know LG will say the same thing, and everybody else will. Fuck cancer.
Hell yeah.
Fuck cancer.
God. And then January 2nd, Fred White, the drummer for Earth, Wind, and Fire, passed away at age 67. He passed away on Sunday, so this is actually our first 2023 passing.
Yeah.
That at least I know of at that point. He's passed away on Sunday, according to his brother and bandmate Burdine. The cause of death is unclear. The fourth of the White brothers to perform in Earth, Wind, and Fire. Fred was one of the famous band's early members, joining Earth, Wind, and Fire way back in 1974 when he was just 19 years old. Fred played drums on 8 Earth, Wind, and Fire albums.
Yeah.
Plus some of their biggest hit songs like September, Boogie Wonderland, Saturday Night, and Shining Star. And he was one of the 9 band members inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Also, January 2nd, which Kim, I gotta go to Twitter here in a minute. I'm following Washoe County Sheriff's Office.
Yes.
Anyways, actor Jeremy Renner, who'd you say he was?
He's part of the MCU. He played Hawkeye.
She knows this shit. I don't.
He played Hawkeye in the Avengers. He also played Hawkeye in the series Hawkeye.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know this. I don't, because I'm only at Thor.
I know. Hey, I have a brother that was at home when I was at home, and we watched this.
But here's the funny thing, right? And I'm going to sidebar on this, because when I was in Nevada for Case's birthday, birth, he's almost 2 years old, will be 2 on January 11th. So I ordered the 23 movie pack from Marvel, for the Marvel universe, so we could get caught up. I could get caught up on it. And I've only made it to Thor so far.
Yes, I know you have.
Yeah, I'm slow at this shit. I'm sure right now my daughter's like, hurry up, Dad.
No, she played Hawkeye.
Oh, gosh, of course. Of course she did. Anyways, he suffered blunt chest trauma and orthopedic injuries after a New Year's Day snow plowing accident. Spokesperson for the actor said Monday evening. Renner had surgery Monday and remains in intensive care unit in critical but stable condition. The spokesperson said Jeremy's family would like to express their gratitude to the incredible doctors and nurses looking after him, Truckee Meadows Fire and Rescue, Washoe County Sheriff, Reno City Mayor Hillary Sheave, and the Carnaro and Murdoch families. The statement from the spokesperson read, they would also tremendously are overwhelmed and appreciate of the outpouring of love and support from his fans.
Yes.
And the reason why I was mentioning Washoe County, because they're actually supposed to be doing a news conference right at 3:30. I'm like, really? You guys couldn't have done this earlier, so I had this new information right now before we went live. But anyways, now
for
to the big news from last night. This first thing is from the NFL tonight's. So this is their statement they released last night. Tonight's Buffalo Bills Cincinnati Bengals game has been postponed after Buffalo Bills Damar Hamlin collapse. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell announced Hamlin received immediate medical attention on the field by team and independent medical staff and local paramedics. He was then transported to a local hospital where he is in critical condition. Our thoughts are with Hamlin and the Buffalo Bills. We will provide more information as it becomes available. The NFL has been in constant communication with the NFL Player Association, which is in agreement with postponing the game. And I mean, I understand. I know it takes a bit to do it. But last night I was one of the ones on Twitter, like, cancel the game. Hashtag cancel the game.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I played football myself.
Yeah.
And I have never, in all my, I've seen injuries. I mean, we've all seen injuries. And I've never, ever seen anything like that. And in all my years of watching NFL, I mean, like I was telling Kim, you know, the last person, and I even watched the race live, the last person I actually remember even passing away in a sporting event live on TV was Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that was 2001. And I mean, luckily, he hasn't passed away. I mean, he's fighting for his life. And of course, our thoughts and prayers are with him. One thing I like to point out to everybody watching, if you like to have more information about, I can't remember what they called it. Yeah, anyways, my brain ain't working right now on that. But if you go on YouTube, check out Brian Sutterer. That's SUTTERERMD. That's the name of his YouTube channel. The video titled Damar Hamlin Collapse on the Field. Make sure, like I said, if you like, at least leave a like on the video. You can also comment if you want. But check that out. He actually explains it to you.
Exactly what happened.
He even gives a little graph on how your heart works and where this has to happen. It was really eye-opening.
Yeah, it was.
And then I know the NFL just did a new one, or CNN's got. Yeah, go ahead, Kim.
I was just gonna say hello to Ghost Toys.
Wait, Ghost Toys?
Yeah.
Ghost. 1000th Ghost.
Yep.
First of all, I don't know, anybody knew about his GoFundMe. He set up a GoFundMe, Hamlin did, in 2020 to help raise money for his foundation called Chasing Ends Foundation, which was to help kids in his local area in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
The original goal was set at $2,500. Reports were before last night's incident, it had received around $10,000 to $60,000. As of, at least this reporting at 2:37 p.m. Eastern on CNN, it is now at 4.4 million.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's awesome. And it's, there's a post in there that says, if you'd like to show your support and contribute to Damar's community initiatives and his current fight, this is the place to do so. This is the only current fund that is being used by Hamlin's family, the post said. That's not
right.
What?
T. Higgins, the one that DB put it in the chat. T. Higgins, the one that he tackled.
Yeah.
Apparently, from what DB is saying, he's taken a lot of heat about what happened, and it wasn't even his fault.
It is a bang play. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I've seen those hits all the time like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this can happen in baseball. It
does happen in baseball.
It's a freak thing. I mean, unfortunately, it is a freak thing. It does happen. You know, it just happened to be on the Monday night game. If it was a Sunday game, we probably would have barely heard about it.
I know. That's bullshit, because it was a regular football play.
I mean,
every team, every safety does that to tackle.
Dude, I went back and watched some of the ones because they had some talking heads on like ESPN and stuff. Ryan Clark, I watched his. I knew that name sounded familiar to me. But he was the one who collided with the Ravens guy head to head in one of the playoff games back in the day. And I'm watching that. Oh God, I forgot about that hit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and that's the thing is, like, we watch NFL Red Zone. We don't watch Fox or CBS. We watch NFL Red Zone because we get all the scoring touchdowns and whatnot. And it's a lot better to watch the game because you got no commercials.
Yes, exactly. We hate commercials.
But the thing is we've seen you see a lot of head-to-head hits or even targeting hits.
Yeah.
That was in my opinion, it was a bang play. I don't really think it was.
No.
I mean, T. Higgins. I mean, come on, the guy. Goddamn, he's already gonna be feeling bad already.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no reason to give him heat.
Hi, Isaac.
Hey, Isaac.
Be careful because you're driving.
Yeah. Don't pull a Tom. But yeah, so that was one of the things. I mean, his DeMar's friggin' GoPundMe has gone way up, which is cool.
Yeah.
NFL commissioner also outlines timeline decision in league. Okay, that's league. They just released a league memo about what they did. I didn't read it, but
hey, BYT, welcome,
Nick. One other thing is Bills say team will not hold any media availability for today.
Good.
And the Bills-Bengals game won't be resumed this week, according to the NFL.
Yeah, they were talking about that on CNN last night.
All right. Well, they actually had a statement here. The NFL continues to be in regular contact with the medical team caring for Damar Hamlin and also the Bills and Bengals organization and the NFL's Players Association. After speaking with both the NFLPA leadership, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell informed the clubs today the Bills and Bengals game will not be resumed this week. The NFL has made no decision regarding the possible resumption of the game at a later date. The league has not made any changes to Week 18 regular season schedule. We will continue to provide additional information as it becomes available.
Yes.
So
I agree with you, Ghost. Those NF films that do show those crazy hits, yeah.
But I mean, when it comes down to it, I understand it's got playoff implications. I know this, but at the same time,
football. I
mean, we could always just give them both a tie. I mean, we've done that.
Yeah,
we do ties in regular season.
Yeah, and right now, football is second to what's going on with DeMar right now.
Yeah, exactly. DeMar is more important right now than football.
Than football.
But anyways, my thing is, and I know you mentioned. I mean, first of all, he is a 24-year-old man and he's fighting for his life. I mean, like I said, my daughter's gonna be 30. My son's like 28.
Yeah, he's 28.
I know my daughter's age, but I don't know that's funny. I'm a bad parent. No, I'm just joking. But the thing is even last night, I could think as a parent going, man, I know his mom went running, got down, got to the ambulance to get to, got in the ambulance or got to the hospital. I can imagine seeing my kid, that happened to my kid on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what my parents went through watching me playing high school football.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're talking the NFL and it's a lot different.
Yeah, it is.
And it's different to a point. I mean, obviously they're playing in front of millions of people where I'm not. I wasn't.
Well, yeah.
Being a parent, I mean, that's the first thing that kicks in, especially those of us who are parents, is we think of it from that point of view. We don't think of it from the player point of view, I mean, and then let alone, I mean, you could tell that the Bills and Bengals saw something that they'd never seen before because, I mean...
Oh, just the looks on their faces.
Well, I mean, the
looks said it all.
I kept kind of getting mad at ESPN too and like, quit showing this. Yeah. Quit showing the player. I mean, I understand what you were trying to get a point across, but quit showing it.
Yeah.
Let them, finally they went back to their locker rooms, which was great because they got a chance to, be with each other. And then they also reported that Bengal players in uniform went over to the Bills locker room.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Damar Hamlin's jersey sales skyrocketed, and Fanatics says Fanatics. Now,
says all proceeds will go to charity. Right on.
Awesome. Thanks, yeah, thank you, Swede.
Yeah, I mean, anyways, one last thing,
and then we'll go.
And so right now, I mean, obviously, even me and Kim, our thoughts and prayers are with Damar.
Yes.
And then one last thing I just found out today: Ken Block, an action sports legend who co-founded DC Shoes and Hoonigan Racing, unfortunately passed away on Monday at age 55 after a snowmobile accident.
Oh, wow.
And that is the end of the bad news on this show for the rest of the night.
Let's take it up to the happy.
We're going to take it to the happy part because you know what Scott and Kim are going to do? We're going to cheer all of our listeners and our Patreons because without them, we can't do all the cool shit.
No, we can't. Oh, well.
What's the matter? You can't open it? Good. If I can open it, I can drink them both. Yeah, you see, she's hiding. Anyways, just don't go clink. So, plastic bottles.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Happy New Year's.
Cheers. Happy New Year.
Cheers.
Make sure I didn't leave none.
I know I didn't.
I'm just drinking coffee, so.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. All right. So, where should we start? I guess we'll start with what we got from your brother, or you got from your brother. I got from your brother, my brother-in-law. So, brother-in-law got me an ornament.
Yes, every year he gets us ornaments to put on our tree.
Aww.
He got me a Yoda. Kim, you know, show off what he got you.
I can't reach it. I'm a little short.
That's right. I forgot
I've
you
got
the
T-Rex arms. My T-Rex arms ain't gonna reach very much farther.
Well, you got it. Probably you can't get to the camera.
I know. Mine's a Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
Cute.
And then my sister got me.
No, it said both of us. It said to Scott and Kim.
I swear to God, it just said to Scott.
No, it did not.
No, it said just to Scott.
No, it did not.
Mandalorian Uno.
Nice.
And it has not been opened. Kim's dying to open it because they got
Grogu.
You see like Mando, and then card it says number 2. It says shows a picture of Grogu. She's been dying to open it. It's like no. Later. All right, thrifting. I did thrifting a week ago.
Yes.
A week ago last weekend.
I found some good treasures.
Yeah. We've showed this before on the show. Actually, not this exact copy. Matter of fact, you know what? Screw this.
Bring Nicole
I'm
in.
bringing Nicole in because I know she likes thrifters. Hey, Nicole.
Yay, I'm finally here. I'm finally
Right.
on.
Sorry, but
No longer in the green room. I'm alive.
the sun has been released.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
I'm like, yeah, go
So-
ahead. I'm all about the thrifting. I mean,
the funny part is this album I'm about ready to show a few, I don't know, probably 2018.
2018, 2019, yeah.
That's when I was in there. I actually found this LP over at Goodwill.
Yes.
The actual vinyl record of it. And now we have the CD version of John Williams' We Wish You a Merry Christmas.
Yep.
nice.
Nice.
Not bad. Nice haul for 99 cents.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Usually I don't show off books. I usually don't pick up books, but you know, when you're buying a book for $3.29,
And it's your favorite.
well, it's not my favorite driver,
But
but
it is
I
a
do
favorite
I
driver.
do like the guy. Is Racing to the Finish, My Story by Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
This one here is the book that actually talks about his
Concussions.
concussions and what led up to him
Retiring. Yep.
Mm.
And then obviously we all know about the O.J. Simpson era.
Yes, we do.
So for a
Sounds like something from 1995.
which, by the way, I know because with everything going on last night didn't happen, but today the playlist is live on Cyber
Yes.
Rapids Spotify.
Yes.
I was
It
walking
is.
out to it this afternoon.
Nice. Anyways, I found also this book, Christopher Darden with Jess Walter, In Contempt.
Yeah, we found the Marsha one earlier.
Right. I never did show that one off, but like a year or two ago, I found the Marsha Clark one.
Yep.
So picked it up.
Yes.
And then the one that I was completely shocked because it was a little bit pricey, but it's really more pricey on eBay because I looked at this sucker up on eBay. It was between brand new for $150 down to about $85 used.
Yes.
But I paid for it over at Goodwill, $12.29, which they have it listed under books. It's freaking hilarious. It's not a book.
No,
a box set.
1990s Elton John.
1990 Elton John,
nice.
to be continued.
And it's a 4 CD set with a book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got,
that's why. That's why. Because it's underneath books,
got
DVD, it's all underneath media in the long run. But that's why.
4
Awesome.
CDs.
Awesome.
Gorgeous.
Nice.
And it covers literally from 1965 to 1990. So, of course, it was funny because you hit your microphone.
My apologies.
So it was funny. I was there and I had like 3 people watching over me as I was opening it up and looking at it, see what it was, make sure the CDs were in good shape. And it dawned on me after I went back and I was holding on to it and I was watching the girl with the records going, looking on their phone. And I'm like, oh, you guys are eBayers. You're resellers.
You'll notice who's reselling.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, good thing I got it before you did.
Yeah.
And we got one more. We got one more.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't a thrift store too.
No, but that's it for the thrift store finds.
Right. But the cool part about it is, like, for me, is it wasn't near the CDs. It wasn't near the records. It was actually tucked away in the books.
Yeah.
It's also possible that somebody went and stashed it. Like a company might have wanted to come back for it.
You know, I have found records like that where they're like really buried back in the records, or they're in another department, another area. And
that's not. Like, we don't like
that. Well, that's why when they do it, if it's a record I want, I'll buy it.
Exactly.
That way, when they go back to go get it, they're like, "Where'd it go?"
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I mean, I completely understand, because I mean, even in Burlington Coat Factory, when we worked there, we had the same stuff.
Yeah.
You know, people would come in, they would grab something, and then go hide it.
And when I worked in the shoe department, that's where they'd hide it in the shoe boxes. So then you go to figure out if your shoes have their mates to them, and you find other things that, oh, well, this goes to that department.
And then over New Year's, there was a sale by a female band called Wildfire, where pretty much you got an 8x10 and a CD free plus autograph, but you only had to pay the shipping. So I did. And
their music's awesome.
Nice.
That's the CD.
Nice. The biggest, or their one hit up here that they have is "Don't Mess with Exes," which is cool because I mean they also cuss in it. Like, I got no fucks to give.
Yes,
exactly.
But
yes,
exactly.
Yeah, and there's 8x10.
Yeah, that's a little closer view.
Yeah,
you'll have to.
What?
Okay.
What?
Let me put it over here. I've got everything organized here. Yeah, that's a laughing thing.
I'll take this back. Mandalorian's mine.
Excuse me?
I know what it said. It said to Scott.
No, it said to Kim and Scott.
I don't recall the Kim part.
Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah, I mean, I only have the tag left now to even look again. I swear. I'm sure it did say to Kim and Scott.
It did. I looked at the tag. So there.
You guys really buying this out there in the chat? Because I'm not.
May I share one of my thrifting finds from this past week?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I couldn't believe it. Yep. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Now, is that circa 1997 lunchbox?
No, 2008.
2008. Still, it's beautiful.
It also came with something inside.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys can see, but they're cookie.
Nice.
All right, on.
I know. And then, okay, you guys can see it. The tie wing.
Yeah.
Yes. It's gorgeous. I was so excited. But I also got something this week on eBay. I'm going to switch fandoms real quick because anybody who knows me knows that I'm an Aussian, and I could not believe I was able to get this book at the price I was able to, and that's The Patchwork Girl. I'm an Aussian. A lot of many other fandoms, but I was so excited, and this is in pristine shape. Oh my God, it smells gorgeous and beautiful, and even all the artwork is in there. And actually, it looks like this fun fact, when I was opening it up, was done here in Chicago, but was dedicated also to somebody from Chicago. So I was really excited when I saw that. When I received it just this afternoon, and I'm so excited. But you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see what I got my niece for her birthday, her 18th birthday? Because I also got one for myself. Yes, I did. You guys want to know? Want to see? Ready? I was trying to show you guys on the green screen. I don't know if you guys could see it.
Oh,
nice.
Yes. I saw it, and I'm like, there was exactly 2 left, so I grabbed her one, and I grabbed me one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yep. I'm like, and it's in a nice collector's box and everything. So
yeah.
I'm so excited. So I had to share.
Awesome. No, you're fine.
You guys will all understand the love. Love.
I mean, you guys are off for a month. You imagine the show and tell you.
I'll be here
back on screen.
once in a while.
I know, but I mean, can you imagine your show and tell will be by the time you get Rogue One Radio comes back?
Well, you don't have to show and tell everything that happened in the past 2 months.
There's stuff I haven't even shown yet that I've been waiting for.
Wow.
There is one that it's too big to even show, and I actually have a Return of the Jedi like poster size, but it's not a poster. It's actually like a big framed artwork item. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't fit. I might. It's not going to happen.
Awesome.
Yeah. There are other things that I haven't shown, but I've had, and I'm just like, in time or when it happens.
Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, therapy is fun.
It is.
I mean, there for the longest time, I mean, we were making videos going over. I think it was like every 2 weeks or even once a week. I'd go over there, and I mean, because there for a while they were getting records and left and right. Like,
they were.
I mean, they were getting a lot of big collections. I think now a lot of people are realizing, this stuff's actually worth money now.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of, I mean, every time I go there, there's been a few, but I've gotten pickier too at what I'm buying over there, because some of them are like really, I mean, I buy to listen to them. I don't buy to resell.
Right.
So if it's, really looks like it's really scratched up, I'm not going to buy it, because it's like, I want to hear it. I want to hear it go,
yeah.
But that's why, I mean, for me, it's always look at it and make sure what it looks like.
Yeah.
But are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Ready to do this, guys? Wednesday.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. What a show. I mean, obviously, we're only 4 episodes in. We haven't even finished watching it yet because we're going to do it for the show.
Yes, we are. Holy cow. The first 4 episodes. Wow.
I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic series. It was kind of light, but not light. I mean, It was like, it reminded me a lot of Harry Potter, like there were a lot of parallels in it. And
damn, I was gonna load that up too, and I forgot to. My bad.
Maybe next week would be better.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But no, you're completely right. And I guess right now, first of all, if you've not seen Wednesday on Netflix, spoilers. I'm sure we're gonna spoil the hell out of it. We're only doing the 1 through 4 episodes, so you got an opportunity. Even if you do listen to the show and you do get spoiled, watch those 4 and then watch the other 4 so you can be with us next week.
Yeah.
But so first of all, is this all directed by Tim Burton?
I think so.
At least the first 4 are, yes.
Yep.
And music by Danny Elfman.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I knew it immediately by the first few notes, because Danny Elfman's music, it's like any great musician. All you need is a couple of notes and you know exactly whose work it was,
You hear what she's saying?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Miss over here. I recognize it. I just don't know who it is. Like, oh gosh, really?
Yeah, I know.
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about when we do any music comes on serious or
not every everybody is like a big music geek,
I
you
know,
know. I just happen to be a music geek. Kim doesn't have to be a music geek. She knows more Marvel than you, so she's got you on that.
Yeah, I know she got me on the Marvel. But yeah, I mean, I know it's just funny because it's like something will come on or I'll play something and she'll be like, "Oh, I recognize this." I'm like, "Yeah."
I do that to DB all the time with actors. I honestly, I'm like, "Oh, that's the person in this," and then he'll say, "Your glasses on," you know, like it just happens. I'm not great with actors and actresses.
And you know what really sucks though? And I'm in the sidebar just for a second because December 22nd, a movie came on Paramount. We still have not watched it.
I know.
What the fuck are we doing, Kim?
I have no idea.
Top Gun Maverick finally came on Paramount, and I can't wait to watch it. And then all of a sudden, it's like we haven't watched it yet. What the hell?
I know.
We'll get there.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
Anyways,
you got to realize we got a list about this big for what we need to watch, and we're slowly getting it down to here. But right now, it's still that big.
well, I know because I know one thing is Hannah's wanting me to come on, Dad, watch the damn Marvel stuff.
It has been out for a really long time.
I know.
You know,
it's funny because like I watched the at least the first two Spider-Mans for sure. I know I finally did see the third one with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
With her sister because they begged me to go to the theater to watch the first X-Men movie. I'm like, why would I want to see that shit? I mean, I'm looking at it like I wasn't into the X-Men. I don't even know who the fuck they are. So I don't care about these people. So I'm like, I'm not going to go. If I don't want to see it, why would I go? So I didn't go. You got all witness and her and her sister and parents and brothers all saw it in the theater. Yeah. I stayed home playing video games probably.
Yeah, I'm probably sure.
And finally when it came on DVD, she's like, would you please watch this with me? I'm like, oh God, do I have to? Yes, I will. I'll be a good husband and watch it with you. And I'm just watching it going, yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then when Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine, or no, when that was it was the other guy, Cyclops dude, and he said, "What you expect yellow and black spandex?" I busted up laughing because I was like, "Let's shade at the freaking comics, or the cartoons." Because I didn't know about comics because I owned a few comics here and there. I wasn't a big comic book collector, so for me, it was a cartoon that was on in the '90s. That's all I remember. But then I mean, got rid of.
Hey, Scott, you know what else was also originally a comic first?
Spider-Man.
The Addams Family.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
The Addams Family.
See, that's why we got Nick. That's why we was want Nicole on because she.
Yeah, family.
I always thought that the series came out before the comics. I didn't know that.
No.
By the cartoonist.
Interesting.
Yeah, when I looked this up and I started looking stuff up on it and realized, yes, it was a comic first. And went, what?
Cartoonist, yep.
I didn't even know that. I mean, it's amazing what you find out was comics and stuff. But you do.
You'll find out later. You'll find out later.
Ooh,
I'm not doing anything to you. Who is that?
Oh, fucking thing.
Thing.
Yeah,
I got it. Seriously, did it. I'm like Thing.
I mean, it's more like.
I was so happy to see Thing in this show because
hell yes.
He was always one of my favorites. Actually, they're all like my favorites, but you know, I Thing just has that little special place in your heart. You know, he's like so cute for a severed limb.
Right. Of course, for me, you know, let's see. Yeah, this is the right show. Obviously, you know, me and Kim are only 4 episodes in. Obviously, they've only did 8 episodes total. So, of course, I don't know how much we're going to see or whatnot. For me, and of course, everybody knows I always revert something back to Motley Crue. For me, I'm hoping because eventually makes an appearance. I don't know if it is in this season or whatnot, or hopefully next season, because of the fact that Tommy Lee, when they met Mick Mars, it's always been stated that he looked like Cousin It.
Yeah.
With his long ass black hair.
Yeah.
Albert's face can't see nothing. And Tommy Lee's always called him Cousin It because of it.
Yeah.
But that's just my throw once away. You know, I always throw something in Molly Crew. Anyways, episode 1.
Yes.
Wednesday's Child is full of woe.
Yep.
Directed by Tim Burton, written by Alfred Goh and Miles Millar, which they've actually worked together on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they have.
I was looking it up, and of course, you think I would roll?
Yeah.
You think I would have taken notes on that, but I didn't.
No, you didn't.
God, Kim, what the hell's wrong with me?
Hey, I didn't know what you were looking up.
Anyway, so Wednesday Addams, a high school student, finds her brother Pugsley tied up in a locker. She sees a psychic vision of his bullies, whom she attempts to kill, resulting in her expulsion. I'm sorry, but dropping the bags of freaking piranhas, and I love that. I mean, of course, we get done with the episode. First words out of Kim's mouth is, "Can they really swim in swimming pools?" I'm like, no way. So like, let me look it up real quick.
Chlorine.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, it was just one of those things she asked, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe a fish could survive it. And the funny thing is actually, yes, they will die eventually, but they can survive like 30 seconds up to a minute. So, you know, it was like, wow. I was like, okay. But obviously the one thing is, you know, like with piranhas, they've always been shown to, you know, with the Piranha movie back in the 70s, and then the remake in the 80s or 2000s, they've always shown piranhas as attacking.
Yeah.
Like they are, the minute they get in there and they want somebody, they're after them. And it's not really true. They only go after the a bloody animal.
Yeah, they do.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, because we did a video.
Yeah, there's actually a video on YouTube
of
of a guy who actually
stuck his whole
he sat down in the fucking
pool of piranhas.
That was his own dumb mistake.
How he survived.
So,
but I mean, it's a thing where, you know, they get if there's like any food in there, they will, and it's letting off the blood. They will one will attack it, and then the rest will go after it.
Yeah, because they'll go one attack and then back off, and then another attack and back off, and they just circle it.
Right, and then eventually that's how they go. But I mean, we got to do that piranha movie from the 70s. That's fucking awesome. Kim's like, no. Anyways, back to the show. Her parents, Morticia and Gomez, which were played by, fuck, you think I have this show right?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Thank you.
And
yes.
Decide to enroll her in Nevermore Academy, Academy, a school for outcasts in Jericho, Vermont. Meanwhile, a hiker is killed by an unknown creature near Nevermore. Wednesday's parents release thing.
I say no, it wasn't her parents. I mean, it was Gomez that released thing.
Yeah, it was Gomez. A sentient, disembodied hand to watch over her. She meets exactly. She meets her roommate Enid.
Okay. First of all, hold it. I know we're bouncing on some of this shit, but I'm sorry. That fucking first time thing went like that. I was like, yes,
I love it. I love that.
Like finally, I mean, it's still, you know, good for younger teens, but it's finally like
PG-13.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like one of those shows where even an adult, you're like, yes, thank you. You know, it's kind of like, you know, in Andor, you know, the first time when one of them said shit, I'm like, thank you. And then we find out that actually at the end of Andor, it's supposed to be fuck the Empire, which I would have liked better, but hey.
Yeah.
But Dang Ferret.
I mean, I don't have a problem with cussing in Star Wars. Probably because the first time I ever heard it was fucking Han saying, "I'll see you in hell."
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, go ahead, Kim.
And I cannot pronounce her roommate's name.
What? Bianca or Enid?
Enid, her complete opposite, and duels with Bianca, the popular girl after Bianca bullies a boy named Rowan. Later, Wednesday nearly killed by a falling gargoyle, but is saved by Bianca's ex-boyfriend Xavier. After escaping her court-ordered therapy session. I love that. And then the fact that she says, "You can't keep me here. I'll break out." Wednesday meets Tyler, a coffee barista, who agrees to help her escape from Nevermore. However, she is apprehended by Principal
Larissa
Weems and taken back to the school. Later, Tyler and Wednesday meet at the local carnival, and Wednesday has a vision of Rowan's death. Rowan attempts to kill her, but is murdered by the monster.
So first of all, let's touch on Jenna Ortega plays Wednesday Addams, and again, we get another actor. Kind of like I like to use this reference more where you've got Joker dude from
Batman 89.
Well, that is Jack Nicholson, but the next one.
Heath Ledger,
where he took Jack's version of Joker and took it up to here, and I'm not saying that Jenna's taken that yet, but my gosh, she is definitely taking on the Christina Ricci version of Wednesday Addams.
Oh yeah.
And just owned it.
Yes.
However, one thing that I know I saw Kim on was the principal.
Yes.
Because that was played by actress Gwendolyn Christie, who all of us should know as Captain Phasma.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Oh, I did not know that.
She was she was perfect for that role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
also, I don't know if it was in this episode or the other episodes, but Christina Ricci also plays in it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As the teacher.
Yep.
As the normie teacher.
Yes, it's a normie teacher.
Which is funny.
Dorm mother.
Yeah,
She's
the dorm mother. There we go.
Right. I mean, I love how the different shows, obviously you look at Harry Potter, right? They call non-magical people muggles.
Muggles and no magic. Yep.
Yeah, no magic, and they were like normie and whatnot. But I mean, yeah, I was hooked on this episode. This episode, there was the trailer gave you the little, like the bait. And you're like a fish swimming up to it, and then this one here just hooked me.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So, what was everybody's thought of the first episode?
She is the typical teenage daughter. And mom is, and daughter is, "I'm nothing like you." And mom is like, "Would you calm down? I'm not even doing anything." And the daughter's like, "Stop trying to do this to me. You're putting me in my own bubble." And you know how it gets. So, yeah.
I definitely know how teenage daughters are. And yes, I mean, that was the one thing too. It's like, oh, wow, I've seen this before.
I'm not you. Oh, honey, you have no idea.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, typical teenage daughter, no matter how creepy and spooky they think they are. She's just a normal kid.
You rang.
Okay, I will say, I mean, I'm sure we're going to bounce. I'm sure because this is the way me and Kim do things. We bounce around so much because we remember certain things, like Kim talking about Urain, and the fact that it wasn't Lurch that said it was this
barista. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was like, oh my gosh, I love how we implanted a little bit of
and then
different stuff.
And then at the carnival where he says,
"See, Kim's jumping ahead."
Kooky. No, this is in the first one at the end of the car. Yeah, it's in
the first episode.
Yeah.
When
when he says kooky and she says, "I prefer spooky."
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great nod right there. That was a great nod. I did enjoy that part. Yeah, that was cute.
Exactly. I mean, and Nicole.
Okay, so real quick, I want to real quick talk about Jenna Ortega because I heard you guys talking about her. She was amazing. And what I felt, or how I have just really felt about Wednesday Addams in general, one, every Wednesday Addams that has been in a TV and or movie has been perfectly cast based off of that current decade and current what is going on around them, you know, from the original Wednesday Addams in the 60s to Christina Ricci, and now to Jenna Ortega. I think they each bring in something so special and unique and make it their own. And Jenna Ortega really did watch, you know, the other two and took from both of them and then created this amazing Wednesday Addams. So kudos. Yeah. Culture is perfect. Overall, the series, I really like it. I like this episode. There's only two things I actually dislike about the whole series. And oddly enough, two of the things happen in episode 1. But we'll get to that when you guys are ready. I have two things that I'm not okay with. Loved one. She was a perfect cast. And I would like to also make a note though, is like Christina Ricci though is so it was one, I didn't fully realize that she was going to be in this. I only watched I think one trailer and I already knew. Like I was already hooked, and I don't even know if it was so long ago. I was just like, okay, I know I'm going to watch this. And so to see her come up on the screen and they flip it, she's not Morticia, she's, you know, she's the teacher, like, oh, that was. And I'm kind of curious as, you know, who made that decision? You know, did she come up with that? Did they ask her to be Morticia? And then she goes, let's do this instead. I'm really curious because I've always wanted her to be Morticia because I think she could be a perfect Morticia. Right. And to see this flipped on us, it was really good. Rowan, the actor who played Rowan was Calkin Ross, I think. I might be saying it wrong. Oh my God, I loved Rowan. Okay. For the few minutes that he was there, he was completely psychotic. You could see it in his eyes, like it was changing and like you could feel the menace. And I'm like, oh, dude, I loved that. It just totally grabbed me. And I'm like, wow, this actor really just put in for even this short amount of time, you know, and each character, each that we were given was amazing because they were really technically each almost two characters is they're human, they're form, but then like Bianca, she's a siren, you know what I mean? And then we have Ednan, who's also a wolfie, and you know, they each take on these little things. And of course, as a bookworm, all of the Edgar Allan Poe references, I was there for it. I was just like, yes, it's Edgar Allan Poe. And I loved it. Loved it. So again, I loved most of this. And there's only two things. Again, I dislike, but we'll get there when we get there.
Well, let's get there. What two things did you like?
Okay, I'm gonna go right out for the starting gates because actually, when it started, I almost like went, "What?" And that was originally my thing. And I'm like, "Please let this show be good," because I was kind of first like, "What?" That is with Pugsley Addams. I love the character Pugsley. Based off the cartoon version of him, from the original cartoonist. He was a monstrous of a boy. He's actually technically a Hyde. He is a very spooky little boy. So and originally he was also the older child. So for him to all of a sudden not be able to take care of himself, defend himself, I was just like, what? Like, Pugsley's the one who's going to set off the bombs. He's going to kick your scuttlebutt. I'll use scuttlebutt because I won't. It's still kind of early to use the adult profanity. I was just like, whoa, what is going on here? Because this is not how he was ever wrote. So to see him totally put into this boy, this young guy who couldn't defend himself was kind of like surprised. I get it. There was more than multiple, but we know from Addams Family and Addams Values, and even before that, Pugsley can handle himself. He does not need a teacher. he can handle himself. Okay. Here's my second one. Okay. Separately, I love these two. Okay. Separately. And that is Morticia and Gomez Adams. Separately, I love Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia Adams, and I like Luz Guzman especially because he really looks more like the original Adams Family guy. But together, I was like Wednesday when she was like, "Ew, can you guys like stop?" I'm like, I'm with her. Can you? No, I just did for some odd reason. I didn't feel the chemistry for them. However, the younger two that played them, I felt that chemistry, and that's what surprised me. I was like, okay, I could feel the more chemistry in the younger versions of Morticia and Gomez than I could of the adult ones. And I was, and that, sorry, that's later, and I apologize now. But separately it works, and then together it's right there. It's not there, but it's there. It's
well, I mean,
phasing together. If for some odd reason I'm not getting what the original Adams Family did in the 60s, and I'm not getting what was brought to the tables from Adams Family and Adams Family's value. But again, separately they're great. Together, there's just something lacking. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel that chemistry, that love, that passion that they feel because they love. And you can feel that love usually in all the other ones. And again, separately, great.
Exactly. Like you said, you can feel that.
I mean, it's like cutting off a rose. I mean, like literally, I just cut the head off the rose, just like Morticia did with them.
Yeah, I actually will agree with you because, I mean, it did. I mean, really, a lot of it felt forced.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, at first, now this is why I'm happy I did look this information up because I'm going, okay, I'm confused here. What's going on? Because I mean, of course, maybe part of me is also using partial the 60s TV show and then the movie from the 90s. And I'm like, there's just nothing. When the chemistry's not there, it just don't feel right to me. And then when I did some looking up and realizing, oh wow, okay, in the original comic, Gomez was a bigger guy. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that.
Right.
But yeah, for me, it felt like especially when they try to be lovey-dovey there, especially at the older adults, it really did feel forced.
So,
but then again, the show is about Wednesday and from Wednesday's eyes, so they might not have wanted to show that, because it is from Wednesday's point of view.
Right, but I still felt like, again, the younger versions of Morticia and Gomez nailed it. Like I finally felt that fire, that angst and that passion. And again, I loved them separately. I really think they did great jobs for what they were supposed to do. And I get what you're trying to say, because maybe from Wednesday on she wants us to like yak.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'll speak. I think this is where the girl's going is, I can actually think back to even my childhood, and every time my parents got even kissing, like gross, and so I'm what, and of course I'm sure my daughter thought the same thing, even with me and her stepmom, and I'm sure every kid goes through that. They don't like look at their parents going, "Ooh, I don't face it," I'm sure it's more like, "Get us, go away, gross."
Yeah.
So, that's my face, and that's how I'm feeling.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I mean,
and if you really, really analyze it, the flashback that you're referring to is Morticia's flashback, so there might be a little bit more chemistry to that story.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Kim, sorry.
Oh, I liked it. I just can't wait to get on with it and see what more is going to happen.
Get on with it.
No, I'm okay. But no, I liked it.
Episode 2.
Okay. Episode 2. Wednesday convinces a skeptic.
Whoa. What's the title of it?
Woe is the loneliest number.
Directed by Tim Burton. Also written by Alfred Go and Miles Millar.
Okay. Wednesday convinces a skeptical Sheriff Galpin that the perpetrator of the murderers is in fact a monster. Suddenly, Rowan reappears unharmed. Wednesday doubts her sanity and decides to investigate the murders herself. She roams the campus, inquiring about Rowan, and is told that he has been expelled. Meanwhile, Weems grows worried about Wednesday's visions, keeping close tabs on her. Wednesday confronts a defensive Rowan as he leaves the school and sends Thing to follow him. Rowan is revealed to be Weems, who has shapeshifted into him. I thought so.
What do you mean you thought so? I watched all the damn shape shit going. You didn't see that part?
No.
Okay.
I only paid attention. Yeah, but I thought she had something to do with it. And Thing loses her. Wednesday has visions of a book belonging to an old student society. In her search for the book, she overhears Bianca planning to rig the upcoming student tournament. Wednesday joins, and I still can't pronounce her name, her roommate, to defeat Bianca. Enid, thank you. To defeat Bianca and win the tournament. Later, Wednesday discovers a hidden library within the school where she is captured.
I love that. Because as soon as she did it, I'm like, yes.
It was a great nod.
It was an excellent nod. Okay, so let's fucking Thing. Poor Thing. Oh my God. I'll tell you one thing. This episode actually made you feel sad for Thing.
It did.
Because, I mean, she is scolding Thing for losing him.
Yeah.
For losing Rowan. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, how Thing did... I mean, he was being good, waiting for him to come out of the restroom.
Yeah, he was.
Then he runs in there like,
yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
One, the actor that playing... doing the hand for Thing. Oh my God.
Victor.
Yeah, he's a magician, I think.
Yes, he is. He is a magician.
Yeah, Victor. Yeah, Duro.
I don't have hard time getting.
But oh my gosh, he does such a well job of getting everything with, obviously there's no speaking rule. So I mean everything's coming out through the hand, and God, you can feel the emotions and shit of Thing. And I love that.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, and the sheriff, of course, is very skeptical, especially because I think it was this one where he finds out it's Adams, or maybe it was even the first one, and he's thinking a daughter of Gomez Adams.
Yeah.
So now it's like, oh shit, what's this backstory?
Yeah, what's his backstory? Yeah.
What we got going on here?
Yeah. And I'm sure that shows up later in later episodes.
It might have came in this one. I mean, or it's the next one. But it does. It comes up.
Yeah,
because she gets the file.
Yeah.
But anyways, again, I'm trying to think if anything really stood out to me as bad, and I can't think of anything at this point.
No.
Not in this episode.
No.
It was cute. It was really cute. And again, this one really reminded me of I saw a lot of similarities with Harry Potter, because they were competing in the tournament to see, which team would win, just like the House Cup. There's 4 different teams, and just like the House Cup, and there was a little sneakiness going on. That part was really cute. because the 4 types that go to this school are the sirens, the gorgons, the werewolves, and the vamps. And then there's some kids that really don't fit into any of them. So Wednesday's kind of hanging out with a team that there's a vamp and a werewolf, and I don't know. They really didn't expand on who else was on that team, did they?
Right. Not that I remember.
Yeah.
And there's also a merman in there too.
Siren.
Yeah.
So
the siren.
Kim, literally, we're watching this episode. Says, pause it for a minute. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I want to watch this. And the first words out of her mouth is, well, this is like Tri-Wizard Cup. And I'm like,
yes, right?
And
exactly.
the funny part was, the funny part was,
for the House Cup.
Nicole had sent me this Instagram thing that Daniel Radcliffe had put up or something. And I'd watched it. I'd not shown this to Kim yet.
No, he hadn't.
So we're watching this and she's pulling this stuff out all by her lonesome. I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm.
How? I'm like, I mean, maybe I might have thought of it, maybe, but, or I would have been like, well, that's kind of coincidence to Harry Potter, but I mean, nice throw to, to what they did there. But, by the way, hey, White Shadow and Cam. Well, hey, Cam, right?
Hey!
Right on.
White
Shadow.
Like
Sorry.
The White Shadow. The Shadow knows.
Yeah.
Special note though, I really liked is when it came to that competition is the cat. When she shoots the cat, that moment I'm like, what a nod to Tim Burton's Catwoman. What a nod. Like that way, because you can see that there's little hints towards the original Addams Family, and there's odd nods also to all various movies that he's done. And I just, the minute she turned and I saw the cat ears and everything, I'm like, that is a nod to Catwoman, and what a beautiful way to do it, and very classy. Yeah, loved it.
I didn't even think of that.
I didn't either.
Yeah,
I don't know my actors I don't know my anything, so I didn't know Tim Burton. Catwoman. Shanti,
is that the one? Is that the one with Halle Berry?
No, Batman Returns. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah,
Shanti's gonna kick my ass.
I mean, Batman Returns. That's the only thing I remember from that movie is Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, was there even a story in that movie? I don't remember.
There was a story, yes.
Don't recall it. Don't recall the damn story. All I remember is Michelle Pfeiffer.
Penguin.
Oh, that's right. Danny DeVito wasn't as Penguin. So okay, that's you gotta realize when that movie came out, it was all about Michelle Pfeiffer.
I know.
I didn't care about anything else in that movie.
I know.
One of these, I probably need to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, I want to.
I'm just not watching the other two afterwards.
I hate the other ones that follow.
Anyways,
that's for another show, another time. Let's get back to Wednesday.
Yeah, on Tuesday.
Yes.
I did write Dave's notes, like perfect for him to follow. He just, I have to get this off my chest. I know it's a sidebar, but I am sidebar, so exactly. I can say sidebar because, I wrote. Let's see, where is it? The Used and Abused pod will be covering episodes 1 through 4 of the Netflix series Wednesday tomorrow with special guest Nicole and from Rogue One Radio and our own Lunar Girl. Join Scott and Kim at 1700, 5 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. There was nothing confusing about Wednesdays on Tuesdays or anything. That was totally Hennifer. Hennifer tried to get me in trouble. So Hennifer totally tried to throw me under the struggle bus. And I just needed to clear my name. So it's not Hennifer.
I'm just thinking Hennifer just didn't have enough Coke yesterday.
It was Hennifer. It was not Lunar Girl writing Dave's notes all bad.
I'm really just thinking
it was totally Hennifer.
She didn't have enough Coke before the show.
No, she was drunk. She wasn't doing Coke. She was hungover.
What I loved about it was the fact that, you and Jason started the show, and I'm like, maybe I don't recall anything about Dave not being on the show tonight. And then Jason explains that, he's out behind the car. And finally, when Dave did get there, and plus at the same time, I'm watching the freaking Rose Bowl game, so I'm paying attention during commercial breaks, but I'm also watching the game, so I'm not in the chat that much. And I'm like, and then finally, by the way, I'm gonna say it again. I know we called them last night, or they called us, but congratulations to Penn State for winning the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, we are.
Great. You guys, first half was a great game, and then you guys just turned it up.
Oh, awesome. Fun fact. I did say this in the chat last night, and that is back on Monday, January 2nd. Penn State also won the Rose Bowl, and that was also in 1995.
Which is actually their last time winning the Rose Bowl. So
what a coincidence that everything happened like that for Cyber.
Right, exactly.
I watched that game. I don't remember much about it, but I did watch it.
But yeah, it was just funny because then Dave gets there, and obviously he just like Lunar Girl. It's funny because you got Roscoe there every time they're bringing up touchdowns and stuff with Penn State, and Jason's is like, he didn't know how to react. It's like, wow, dude, really? Even if I would have been hosting the show, we're Ute fans, but it doesn't matter. We'll root for anybody, and we're happy that Penn State won.
Yes,
we're not one of these fans. We're like,
we're
God.
Yeah.
But
Michigan lost their bowl game.
Who did?
Michigan.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Michigan fan. Yeah.
I know.
They lost.
I know they lost their bowl game. I was pissed because earlier this last year, around August, I called Michigan for national champion. I know I said kind of jokingly.
I heard things.
But yeah.
Speaking of games, how about those games in the second episode?
Yeah.
Yes. Man, then the vision happens, which throws her totally off her game.
Yeah. It does.
That was really back to Wednesday. Again, I watched the whole entire series in one sitting with my Padawan, who was having a very, very rough day that day. And, I won't get into specifics. It was just a hard day for them. And they're like, you want to watch Wednesday? And I'm like, yes. And pillows and blankets came out, their pillows and blankets went on the couch. Mine went on the chaise and popped it in, made some coffee, and we binged the whole entire thing. And we were both into it. It was just so good.
Awesome. That's cool. That's good. Me and Kim, we, like I said, we enjoyed it so far, and it's like it gets to the point. And it's kind of like with Stranger Things. I bring this up all the time that when I first started watching with Don and Kelly, it was like I screwed up because it's like, oh yeah, I want the next one. Oh yeah, I want the next one. And then it's like, oh, fucking hold back because you want to go with them.
Yeah.
You don't want to be way ahead, because if you go way ahead and then you're invited on the show, then you got to be okay, I can only talk about this month. And like, I don't want to be that way. I want to go with them at the same time. And that's why I didn't, when I finally did, get to come on with you guys, it was obviously for Tavern for Tom, which was a freaking great thing we did last year.
Yeah.
Everybody. And
oh, sorry for that.
Will you bang your head against the freaking
bang your head?
This isn't quite right rock concert. But and that's why I held up, and that's why now it's like, I wait, and most of the time I'll wait until Friday before the show to watch it, just so I can be prepared to watch your guys' show and whatnot. But
yeah,
I know even with Kim, it was like on this, it was like, okay, we're gonna watch. I made sure with her, because I know sometimes she gets confused with what I get. Excuse you.
That was the microphone. That was not me.
I've been hanging out with DB too long.
What's going on over there?
Kim's gas fairy's on strike. I know it was the microphone arm, Kim. I know. Sorry.
You tell the
Thanks a lot, DB. You know, I am a Capricorn. I am not a Leo. I should not be laughing at fart jokes.
How long you been married to DB now?
We've been together, let's see, we are in our 26 years. It'll be 26 years on March 26th. We've been married. We'll be married 23 years in August.
So, yeah, he's definitely rubbed off on you.
A little bit. I feel like I need a shower now because I laughed at a fart joke.
Oh, gosh.
And there is no Julie, Dragon Buddy. There's no Julie.
Oh, Lord.
Our
So, Nicole.
What? Yeah.
Was there anything you didn't like about this episode?
What did I? Okay. Again, I loved that a lot of the Edgar Allan Poe references.
Yeah.
I liked again the cat, her being, dressing up as a cat as a reference to Tim Burton's Catwoman. Thank you, Michelle Pfeiffer. It was just another fun episode. These episodes really were good. Again, everything from like here on out, I'm pretty like on it. I think the only thing I heard against it is yet to come. And then even then I'm like, it didn't bother me. So
okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And little girls, or anything you didn't like about this episode?
No, I've been loving everything about every one of these episodes. I even liked how long they were, because usually we're like, oh, things are too short, or oh my gosh, things are too long. These episodes were perfect, Cam asked what kind of rating would we give it. I would give it a PG-13 rating.
Yes.
Honestly, it might be a little scary for very young children. And if they're preteen, teenagers, they could really relate to it a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you on that. Definitely PG-13. I definitely would give it that kind of a rating. I mean, it's definitely not like it's definitely not close to MA or anything. It's definitely PG-13 in my opinion.
Yeah. There's no cursing, but the Hyde monster looks a little bit freaky, especially to young children. And there's like blood. There's references to violence.
Right.
So little kids know.
But again, there's violence in Disney cartoon or in the princess movies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Brother Grimm, I mean, that's even worse than Disney, and that was the original.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I'm there the first time reading
White Shadow. I thought it was so cute.
Episode.
I thought it was so cute.
Right on.
Oh, yes.
And we're only 2 episodes in so far. We're not even in the third and fourth one yet. But yeah, no, I mean, I keep saying we enjoyed the hell out of it. I mean, I know we got 2 more to go. So let's get on with episode 3. Right. Or whoa.
Yes.
Directed by Tim Burton.
And it looks like it was written by Kayla
Alpert.
Yeah.
All right, Kim, go.
Wednesday finds herself tied up and surrounded by members. I won't say a word.
I'm a 12-year-old boy right now.
No. Tied up and surrounded by members of an elite student society, including Bianca and Xavier. Wednesday frees herself and leaves the library. No.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
That is why she was talking to him. And as she was talking to him, you could see her work the ropes. And yes, she did free herself in under a minute. So you forgot that.
Who forgot that? Who misspoke? I can't see.
No, it's a synopsis we're reading from Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, this is what happens on our show. We read a synopsis or a plot summary of a movie or a TV show or an episode, and Kim will friggin' sit there, and as soon as something's not there, she
they forgot that part.
Claws come out, and I gotta move over to the side. Hope I don't get cut.
Taking one of the books with her, Weems orders Wednesday to play in the school's band at the upcoming ceremony only because she heard her play before.
Yeah, wait, we didn't even talk about the cello.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, and it was cool. And okay,
the upcoming town ceremony run by Mayor Noble Walker.
A drawing in the book leads her to exhibit. It's supposed to be an exhibit at the local fair, where she notices the painting of a girl she had seen in her visions in the forest. Wednesday envisions the girl believed to be an old ancestor of hers, ready to be executed by Joseph Crackstone. She first sees this in episode 2, though, during the race when she gets the flag. She first sees this girl.
Yeah, because he passes out, and that's when one girl was like, "Oh, taking a nap" or something like that.
Yeah. The town's forefather intent on killing all outcasts, but she is able to escape. Wednesday is ambushed by the monster, which she discovers to be human, back in town. Wednesday crashes the ceremony by having Thing destroy an inaugural statue of Joseph Crackstone and is scolded by Weems. While investigating a crime scene in the forest, police find a camera that managed to capture photographs of the monster.
Look at this photograph.
That also
Nickel crack can suck my ass.
That also was not touched on either, because before they went and done this ceremony to Crackstone, they each had to volunteer.
Oh God, right.
Yeah. And
which was funny because Enid originally had the
old town.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the old Crackstone
but
town.
Because Wednesday found out that the boy that Enid likes was going to be at the other place.
Yeah,
they switched, and that was funny in hell too. It's like that lady's like, "Okay, now we want you to brush them," and you're like, "Ew."
Yeah, and then you see this older gentleman come in, pick the camera up, and go out.
Right, he was a homeless man, pretty much.
So, but this was all for their service day.
Kim, you gotta realize, okay, these are hypnosises. These are just going to touch on a few of the plot points.
I realize that, but there's so much they left out.
Okay. Alrighty. Did you read all of it?
Yeah, I read all of it.
Okay. Thoughts?
Was this the episode, or was it episode 2, the one where they were playing for the statue unveiling?
It was this one. It was episode 3, yes.
Yeah, because
that's what I thought.
This is where all hell breaks loose and the thing erupts in flames.
That was fantastic. I really enjoyed that scene. I don't want to give it away, for those who haven't seen it, but fantastic scene. I love her playing the cello. I love that a goth girl plays the cello. And she wails on that cello.
yeah.
It's like modern music with a ancient instrument. Oh, there goes Mando. Hi, Mando.
Oh,
Mando.
aw.
Mando's having a snack.
That's all right. He deserves a snack.
Oh, Mando.
It's
You
like,
see,
"Damn, Mom."
actually, that's Batman's snack dish. But
Oh,
Batman keeps eating Mando's wet food, and then Mando comes in here and eats Batman's dry food, and it's a big whatever. At least neither of them are starving. So
that's true. Yeah. The other thing too that we
Nicole
didn't.
gets it.
Oh, I get it too. I get it too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've owned cats in my past, and yeah, I completely get it.
Yeah.
The other
yeah.
thing that was not touched on either is Enid told Wednesday that Thing was really upset because she got all mad at him for losing Rowan and wanted and convinces her to go apologize to Thing.
Yes, I love that.
Oh heck yeah!
Because Wednesday needs some, like any other teenage, girl, hormonal. She needs some peopling skills. Especially Wednesday. Needed the peopling skills, needs to learn lessons, needs to be considerate, needs to make friends, all that stuff. So good. I'm glad like Thing helped teach a lesson. I really like that part too.
Yeah.
I loved it. I did too, because first of all, you got things now we're on the other side of the room. And that's something we didn't touch on, was the fact that when Enid, or it was Enid's room, and then obviously Wednesday came into it, is now her new roommate, and
half of
Wednesday takes off half the freaking coloring, the chain, and yeah, it's just kind of funny. Now you got Thing over there looking at a book, right? A magazine. I was like,
yes,
I
right on.
I like it.
Again, the actor, or Victor, that played Thing, obviously it's just a hand part, but damn, what was that?
It makes a difference with the actor, because you get a lot out of what looks like a little, but really it's a lot that they're doing.
Right. Yeah. And there's so much emotion. Normally we talk about emotion like from the actors. Actors are giving you emotion through their face, through how they're saying it. And here, literally, this guy.
It's just a severed hand.
Right. Yeah. It's just a severed hand. But there is so much emotion. You know what Thing is thinking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why I like him.
I know. But anybody, and again, anybody that really has played Thing over the years, they've all done it.
Yeah, they have.
And again, what I found out was interesting, both this one and in Value, or the TV movie, the movie from the 90s, they both use magicians.
Yeah.
To play the part, to do the part of Thing. And I love that. But yeah, and of course, the fact that we finally get to see Thing, or know how the statue burns up.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the statues are awesome. But I'd like to make mention, though, is something else I did enjoy, and that was when she sent her to go figure out another hobby, right? Originally, mentioning was that her try to go to do music, and then we met Eugene, and and there was a special connection there, friendship. You could kind of see where this could be going, and I loved that friendship. Those are just the seeds for what is coming, and what's about to start buzzing. And I liked that. I liked her grow and get around.
Now, I don't remember if this was in this episode or with the previous episode, but we're watching the credits, obviously, to the point to where Netflix, gives you the opportunity to, or it might even be the next one, I don't know. But I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, I know this song. This is a different version of this song. I know this song. And that was Nothing Else Matters.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm like, where's this on iTunes? I've got to find it. Come to find out, it's released on it. I don't know about Spotify, but I know on iTunes, you go under Metallica, you look down for a thing called the Blacklist. And it's all these different artists who have done covers of all the songs from the Black Album. And that version is on there.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to this again.
Yes.
Nice.
But
welcome, Action Pop Dad.
EPD.
EPD. Right on. So was there anything in this episode that that you didn't like?
No, I just liked when she looked at the dress, the black dress in that one in the window.
Oh, that right. That was
this,
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was this when she was in town and she was looking at the black dress while she was investigating. And then her sneaking into the exhibit to find out.
That was great. That was really great.
Well, of course. I mean, what I loved about it was her and that one kid. I can't remember his name now, but she gets him to stand by the door.
Yes.
And then the one lady who is pretty much over
that part of the exhibit assigned him to the fudge
goes
shop.
Goes to the one girl that's now pissed off at Wednesday because they got beat.
Yeah,
because she beat them, helped the other team beat them for the cup. Says, well, I don't know where she is, but she's probably. I mean, pretty much says where she's probably at.
Yeah, that, and then where she's speaking the other language, trying to sell the fudge, and the people are going, and walks right out.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
And this episode was also a really good nod again to the sequel, Adam Family Values, because there was that episode where Wednesday and Pugsley went to the summer camp and they do the pilgrims, they do the things for their play and stuff, and also set stuff on fire. So I thought that was I think they did a really good job capturing something brand new and at the same time giving a beautiful honorary nod to the other movies and the original show. And I loved that. Again, this is something I loved about this episode. It's why it was really hard to dislike it, because I'm like, there's so many things that they did. And again, when the statue went on fire, again, it reminded me again of Adam Family's Values, and when all the stuff went on fire, like, this is so totally Wednesday Addams. This is Wednesday.
What I loved about that part, especially at the end of it, where everything's on fire, is everyone's running away, including the rest of the band and Wednesday's dinner.
Yeah.
I'm like, exactly. That would be Wednesday. The other thing I also liked about this was how she was getting on. It might have been this episode, it might have been earlier, and when she comes across the mayor's kid again.
Yeah.
And she is literally just ripping them for, this whole, pilgrim thingamajigger. And, I mean, because I'm like, yeah, I can definitely hear a team doing this.
Right.
And of course I'm sitting there going, I applaud this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when they try and put the one of the guy or one of her classmates in the stocks, and she says, "You remember what happened before?" And she's at it again.
Right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Because they were going to put that one kid in the thing, and
they're called stocks.
That's Nicole.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Yeah, they're called stocks.
Oh, okay. Well, you know that. But yeah, again, so far, I mean, with this, it is like, again, I'm not, like I said, the only part for me is just a little bit of the chemistry. But again, I like what you mentioned it early, when we talked about that, about the first episode, Lunar Girl, was the fact that, but we're seeing this from Wednesday's point of view. So, and of course, then you think back to when you were a kid going, I remember my parents' kid going, gross.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure my kids did the same thing, and, so on and so forth, because that's what happens.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, but other than that, I mean, this has been on, go, and then bring her back in.
I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. I went to see the chat, and then I'm like, oops, shoot.
It's all good. But I think, well, Nicole, make sure, I mean, just make sure, was there anything you didn't like in this one? I can't remember. I'm sure we touched on it, but yeah.
Episode. So I liked it. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's get on number 4. Whoa,
what a night. And it's funny.
This was great.
It was. Wednesday and
Yeah, chocolates.
Oh,
chocolates.
Right, now I wish we had flu powder.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Isn't it flu powder?
It is flu powder. Yes, you put the flu powder in the fireplace, and you can tell them where you want to go.
There's so many things from Harry. Okay, I know we're sidebar into Harry Potter, but there's so many things when I read about it or seen it in the movies, I'm like, yeah, I wish we had that technology. I wish we had that. That would be so freaking cool.
Oh.
Kitty! It's Mando Kitty.
Oh.
Adorable.
But
episode 4 again, Whoa, What a Night, is written by Tim Burton, or directed by Tim Burton, written by Kayla Alpert.
This is so funny. Wednesday and Thing break into the coroner's office to copy files of the monster's victims. I love this. I love this part of the episode.
I loved it. I love the beginning part of it because fucking Thing's coming through the friggin' the air system and drops down in front of the camera and puts fucking, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh gosh. Keep going, Kim.
In trying to identify a pattern, she finds that each victim has body parts surgically removed. Wednesday becomes suspicious of Xavier and follows him into his art studio. When she discovers several drawings of the monster, leading her to the monster's lair. There she retrieves one of the claws and gives it to Sheriff Kaplan.
Right, because the sheriff at this point has said, well, you gotta give me more proof.
Yeah, good hard proof, and I'll investigate. To match its DNA. Wednesday and Tyler attend a school dance together. Oh, no. All right, before they attend the dance together.
Yeah, Nicole are going, what, Kim?
Before they attend the dance together, she and the one that does the beehive decides they're not going to the dance at all. Then Thing gets on the typewriter and says, will you go to the dance with me, and leaves it in the tip jar at the barista for him. So then he comes to the door and knocks, and he says, you didn't leave it, did you?
But you also, because the other kid, she also asked out the other kid.
Yeah.
The one that she thinks is the monster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After she went to his art studio there in the woods and found a lot of interesting stuff.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we'll get back to that. And yeah, so she's sitting here trying to find a dress, and Thing goes like this and points at the dress on her bed, and she says she didn't have the money to get it. How did you get it?
I love that. 5-finger discount.
Exactly.
And then the other thing I liked about this, and then I'll finish it, is when they're at the coroner's office, and she says, I'll do the autopsy. The last autopsy you did. Jugular.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I loved the ball. I absolutely loved the ball. I love the dance. I hate how that song like everybody on TikTok, and like it's spilled over into Facebook videos, it's spilled over into Instagram reels. That's not the song in the movie, guys. The song in the movie was totally different than the one that you're dancing to. So, but you know, that's the only annoyance that has nothing to do with the movie whatsoever. I love the callback to Carrie. The little nod to Carrie.
Yes.
It wasn't even real blood; it was paint. You know,
Yeah,
so,
right.
you know.
I love it. They can't even get real. They can't even get real. They can't even use blood.
There wasn't even real blood; it was paint.
Exactly. That
But,
was the when that started raining down. I'm like, yes, this is fucking Carrie all the way. And and of course, Kim's kind of. I don't think Kim's ever seen Carrie or knew what the hell is that. But well, you got
Kim's not into the scary movies.
She's not a horror flick person.
Yeah, that's
Plus,
okay.
I mean, we pointed out a few times she grew up in a very healthy religious family,
and that's okay.
Barely healthy religious family.
My daughter grew up with me and DB, the weirdos that we are, and she completely hates horror.
Weirdos.
And one kid hates horror. One kid loves horror. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like Hannah. I mean, I know she was really into the Final Destination movies. I really like the Saw movies up to a certain point, but you know, I mean, yeah, I mean, I know I give Kim a bunch of crap here on the podcast, especially when we get closer to October. Like, yeah, no, I can't even watch my Nightmare on Elm Street. Can't watch this. Can't watch that. Can't watch.
You can watch them, Scott, except you choose to play your video games instead.
I know, but it's fun giving her crap on the podcast.
That's not on Kim. Don't worry, Kim, I got you, girl. I got you, Kim.
Turn your computer on real quick. I'll send you the link.
Scott and all his bad habits.
Dragon Buddy, turn your computer on. I'll send you the link. All right. No, I mean, she knows. I mean, after we get off each episode, it's like, she looks at me and I'm like, they know I'm full of shit.
Yes.
No, I mean, no, because she's actually said she would watch them with me. This is the really thing with her is, and she was basing a lot of it off of when we did Walking Dead. She moved when she got down here with me. I was already up to like wherever season it was when Negan hit Glenn, killed Glenn. You know, I was up to that point, so I'm trying to get Kim caught up through that and watch Fear of the Walking Dead at the same time. So we're binge watching this and watching Fear, and she's getting the storylines all confused, and plus she's getting doubled zombied nightly, you know, or more, you know, and so she started dreaming about it.
Yeah,
but she's been watching Stranger Things, and she hasn't dreamt about the Demogorgon.
I'm just going, what's next? What's next?
Yeah, she's actually excited to watch it. So yeah, I mean, we'll have to do some do some, you know, stuff next October. But anyways, go ahead and finish your hypnosis here.
All righty.
You know, it's funny. I was about ready to yell at you. I'm like, you're reading the wrong one, and I realized I was reading number 5. I went, oh shit, I'm reading the wrong one.
I mean,
luckily, I only seen a little bit of it.
We're only going up to 4 today, right?
Yeah, we're only going to 4.
Okay.
No, what happened was I scrolled this up, and I'm not looking. I'm just looking. I'm like, where is she at? And I'm like seeing different. I'm like, what? No, this is not. It went, oh, I went too high. Okay, let me roll this back down so it's down on the bottom, so I'm not looking at what happens in 5.
Yes,
because we haven't seen it yet.
Before we move on, though, real quick, touching again on what Kelly said about the ball. I loved the ball too. It was beautiful. It was magical. But that dance was so wonderful because Jenna Ortega, what I've seen from interviews and things, she went back again. She did research on the original, and she did research on the other Addams families and things, and she created this beautiful nod. You know, they choreographed that, you know, as to towards the other Addams family, as well as putting her own special touch on it. And I just that is just a beautiful way just to honor the other actresses and the original. And then also, what an Addams family thing to do. Like to all of them to start breaking out into dance, and he wasn't expecting it. And I think that was something that was nice to see her do, because we've seen Morticia and Gomez dance, and we've seen the original, from the 60s, that Wednesday Addams dance. So it was so good to see this. It was just like she came into her own, and all of a sudden she just took it. We were all enthralled, and we're all just embracing this new Wednesday Addams in such a beautiful way. And I just hope that is, of course, what we continue to get in the future. But I loved that. It was just so wonderful.
Now, Kim, what did you say to me when she started walking down the stairs?
Oh, I said that it looked like
again
Hermione when she walked down the stairs to their ball.
The only reason why I even caught in this information is because, again, Nicole sent me this thing. I watched it. I'm like, what the hell's this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, really? Okay, I can't wait to see these.
Yeah,
and it was like, damn. And for you to pull this stuff out, I mean, obviously, I don't do a lot of. It's probably something I probably fail at with watching TV shows and movies. I don't do a lot of times pulling stuff out. Some things will trigger me, like the Carrie part, the bringing down the blood.
Oh yes, and of course I love the Carrie part. And I literally thought about Alan from Press Play when we did our Carrie episode. I'm thinking, I need to write Alan, or if you're listening, have you watched Wednesday? You know what I mean? Because I completely went nuts with that scene. I was just like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other thing too that I noticed kind of mirrored Harry Potter is when the siren, I can't remember her name, Bianca was setting out, because in Harry Potter, one of the twin girls were setting out. So it was just kind of amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. But see, I will say this though. See, it's interesting because, of course, in the books, those twins are different in Harry Potter. They are in there. So, but that's a good catch. I didn't think about Bianca sitting out.
What I thought was cool was it was at that moment that Bianca and Wednesday get together and they have a little chat, and they realize that the other one isn't so much different than themselves.
Yeah.
So I thought, just like every good teenage show, you know, you always have that moment of realization that the cool girl doesn't necessarily have it better than you do.
Right. But I mean, for those of us who've always been on that opposite side, kind of, we all thought that.
Yeah.
But, when it comes down to it, and I think it really is. I mean, because obviously something we get to see with do a throwback Breakfast Club. With even Andrew and Molly Ringwald's character. I can't remember her fucking name.
Oh yeah,
Princess, the basket case.
Yeah,
the
princess. Well,
I remember based off of this.
I remember the one. Andrew Emilio Estevez. I just can't remember her. Yeah, it's Princess, but it's the same thing with both them. I mean, they are. You think. Because they're jocks. I mean, obviously, I've been a jock. I mean, I was called a jock during football season. The rest of the year, I was a fucking stoner. Like, just call me a stoner for. I love my metal. I love my hard rock.
Jock instead, just stoner jock or something.
Yeah, well, it was the 80s or early 90s, I should say, because I graduated in 91. But yeah, but it was just one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't care. Just keep me on the stoner. I mean, it is funny when those people, like when the preppy girls would come over to my home to have me record something because they wanted something, started getting into hard rock, and they wanted something hard rock, and they're like, oh, you got Madonna, you got Cyndi Lauper, you got La Bamba, you got this. I'm like, yeah. Why? Oh, we just expect you to be all this headbanger, dude. I'm like, why? Because I got long hair, a few earrings, I wear a fucking jean jacket. Why? Really?
Because they were getting to finally know you behind the hair.
Yeah. I mean, the thing was, it was a goddamn mullet because my friggin' parents, well, you can have the back long, but the top has to be short. Really? That's why there's times where, I mean, throughout the years of this podcast, I mean, you guys, everybody see me grow my friggin' hair way down. You know, I mean, growing my hair out on purpose because it's like I've always wanted, but then it gets curly and shit, and I hate it. I hate my curly hair. Yeah. Anyways, Kim, you got a little bit to finish off, or are we done?
No, there's a little bit. This is we've actually kind of touched on all of it except for this one last thing.
Yeah.
We touched on the dance is interrupted by Mayor Walker's son Lucas, who triggers the building's fire sprinklers and in revenge of disrupting for Wednesday disrupting the town ceremony. The other thing that's in here is Wednesday has a vision that Eugene is in danger because Eugene went out to the monster's lair without her. So
after he told him not to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Alone? No.
Yeah.
Go and parachute.
Exactly. And that's where she heads into the forest only to find him gravely injured by the monster. And then that's when the teacher comes to with him.
Yeah.
Again,
another good episode and definitely hard to stop watching.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I know. I binged. I mean, I remember in the chat, anybody else watching Wednesday? Who wants to do a show? I cannot. I've got to talk about this show because it was just so
and Nicole and I were really careful not to, because we know that you didn't see episodes 5 through 8 yet. We were really careful not to give anything away. So we will be talking even more next week.
All right. A few things I want to first thing is for like Kim and I, right now, I mean, if we were Cisco and Ebert, this would be me.
Same here.
Yeah, me too.
You know? I mean, I recommend this. You know, I mean, obviously, the one thing is regardless. Okay, the great thing about this world, people, or being humans, is we all, just because I like something, don't mean you're gonna like it. I understand that. But the thing is if I don't like something, I'm not gonna. I mean, of course, I tease my wife on things because that is what happens when you say I do. You get to be teased on things that I find that I don't like or didn't like back in the day, but I still let you would watch them. If you can watch them, I'll let you watch them, or I'll watch them with you.
Yeah.
Like I give you shit about the Ewoks.
Yes, I know. You
like
do.
I said, like
I love Ewoks.
Like 2 weeks ago, me and her had this discussion, and I'm like, God, we should turn the fucking podcast on and go live on YouTube real quick. We're talking Return of the Jedi, and I said, well, Return of the Jedi is good all the way up until they go to Endor.
Oh, I love Endor.
I enjoyed the Endor.
I'll go to Endor with you, Kim.
Okay.
I'll go to Endor with you.
First of all, for me, it is teddy bears in my Star Wars. But guess what? Y'all like it, and I applaud everybody that loves having the Ewoks in there. For me, as let's see, 83.
Yeah.
Fucking math in my head's not working right now. Whatever 8 of us 12.
39.
Didn't bother me because there's so many different species of aliens in Star Wars.
You're
it's
right.
Not even funny.
And
I especially liked it though because Leia is the most beautiful ever with the long hair and the braids and the green gown. I mean, come on.
No, you got me on that one because
absolutely beautiful.
And again, it's one of those things where as time has gone on, my thing is when we walked out of the theater in 83, the first words out of my sister's mouth was, those little teddy bears were cute. It was just like in 1991 when she's like, can I borrow your Black album, please?
No wonder why you had something against the Ewoks. I would have too.
I mean, it's like, God, no, you're not supposed to like this stuff. But that was me as a teenager too. I mean, 12? I think it was 12 in 83, right?
Yeah.
Or going on 12, so it was 11. But it's just one of those things where there's like a 5-year gap between me and my sister. So
yeah.
But then I found this cassette tape one day of stuff, and actually it was my sister acting like a DJ, and I realized, when she was really young, I realized my influence on her was really interesting because here she's like, oh, here's this new song by Motley Crue, Home Sweet Home, or Smoking the Boys. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, what? When did you listen? When did you steal my tapes? But no, I enjoyed the hell out of this, and
I did too.
Yeah.
And
what did you guys think about the casting of the other like classmates of Inan and Xavier? Bianca, did you guys like the casting for the other characters?
The casting. I also love the Bianca threw me off there for a minute. I actually thought she was oh god damn it. It was another actress. I thought she had done something else she had done. I thought it was a different actress, but that was my fault. But I loved the contacts, the way they, the contact with her eyes. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
I love this movie or TV show.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only 1 through 4. I loved it so far.
Yeah.
And then doing some, research or obviously looking things up with trivia is finding out that not only did Jenna Ortega learn to play cello.
Yes, she did.
She took fencing.
Yes, she did.
Archery, canoeing, German, and boxing lessons to prep for this role.
Yes, she did.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Her resume just like expanded in such a way because she's now has all those skills additional to her. Like I don't think it's going to help her not only with Wednesday, but I hope it's going to help her another.
I'm sure it will. Yeah.
And Nicole, you're reading this up earlier. You're talking about Christina Ricci. She replaced Thora Birch several scenes. In several scenes, it had to be, or her scenes had to be, Thora Birch's scenes had to be reshot. Paying close attention during the first few episodes, it can be seen that Ricci acted in front of a green screen. I don't know how the hell they figured that out because I can't tell that. As none of her shots feature other characters, others only seeing her from behind and are static shots without movement.
I didn't know Thora.
I didn't even catch that. So, but
yeah, I didn't know Thora Birch was supposed to be in the show.
At
the same time, I don't care because I really didn't. I didn't even notice. I didn't.
Right. I'm trying to see if there's trying to see in here if they had anything why they changed it.
I'd like something, Scott, from the chat. Yes, Camray, I would like to campaign that you do dance scenes from Matilda and Wednesday Addams. Thank you, please, and thank you.
Okay. You say it so nicely. I'm just typing out in caps like, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, please and thank you, and I'm like, do it.
Then he feels our love from both ways. It works.
Yeah.
And of course, in case nobody caught it, we've talked about it multiple times. Nevermore Academy is named after Edgar Allan Poe poem, The Raven.
Yeah.
With a bird continually quotes Nevermore.
Yeah, some of the poems are from Edgar Allan Poe, are actually just done throughout that Wednesday Addams thing. Which I would like to make. I mean, that kudos to the writers for taking his masterpieces and adding them inspirationally throughout the season, because that was very creatively done. I thought it was really cool. Again, as a bookworm, I'm like, yes, it is so cool. Like,
yeah.
One other thing I wanted to, here we go. Kids, run back real quick. One other thing I wanted to point out was the fact that became top, the number one. It was number one on Netflix with over 341 million hours streamed after just 1 week.
And it's still in the top 10. It's still in the top 10.
Well, I keep rewatching it, so
I know.
It is that good. White Shadow, I didn't see it yet. I saw that he said that his wife saw it. I've seen almost every episode 3 times. I'm on my 3rd watch now. So because Padawan and I started watching it with DB because he didn't see all of them just yet. So good. I think DB saw up to 5. I think he fell asleep on episode 5.
Happens.
Yeah. He works a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, now I lost my part on the one girl.
All of a sudden start playing in my head.
Kim, talk for a minute.
What part did you lose?
God damn it. Now it's the
Okay, so again, I swear, and
Off the girl.
But I want to go back and I need to still relook at the soundtrack because again, I think there's really good music in here.
Yeah,
I need to go back and look.
Here it is. Deadline reported in December 2021 that Thora Birch, who had finished filming the bulk of her role, had to step away for personal reasons. Thora Birch was set to play Tamara Novak, Wednesday's dorm mother and the only normie at the Nevermore Academy, with a focus on all things botanical. The article adds that the role will not be recast, with producers looking to add a new character to the show's first season. It is unclear whether that character will take over for Tamara or help close out her planned storyline with both of them coexisting on the show, or whether the new character will replace Tamara and Thora Birch's scenes.
Okay, this
reshot. So this is actually before they got Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I mean, again, I don't miss Thora Birch in this. I mean, I think it was genius. Yeah. Genius that it was Christina
too,
the teacher. And again, I always wanted to see her as Morticia because anybody's who's seen artwork of her as Morticia, she looks gorgeous, she looks beautiful. But to surprise us and flip it on us and have her in this other role as a teacher and or whatever was wise and smart and clever. And I think that was very important. I think for Wednesday Addams, this show, it was probably the best thing ever to happen. They took what happened and went, we got this. You know what I mean? It sucked at the beginning, but once they had this, I bet you once they got those cameras rolling and got things going, I bet you they went, now it works. Now this film. Because honestly, if you wouldn't have told me about Thora Birch, I never thought about her. And perfect for this.
What the heck was that, Kim?
My tablet. Yeah.
Oh, God. Let's just throw the Apple iPad down. What the hell?
Well, I can tell you it's one hell of a tough tablet.
God. Good Lord.
Well, it ended up on the screen.
It ended up where?
White shadow.
It ended up like that.
Chip, do you want me to write you a note? I could write you a note. To whom it may concern.
There you go.
Yes.
Yes, and talking to Nicole, yes, the soundtrack. Oh my gosh. I mean,
my cats are not behaving right now.
No. I love the soundtrack. I love the moments of using different stuff, different music. I mean, it's the same thing with we haven't finished it yet, and this is probably our fault, or I don't know if it's done yet, but we have not finished Willow on Disney Plus. But I know they also had a Metallica song in there during the credits. So it's one of these things where Kim's like looking at me like, I recognize. Why do I recognize this? And I'm then all of a sudden I start seeing the lyrics with it. It's like, you know. But I of course that I don't expect her to do, which is I don't expect her to kind of grab it that way. But this is like in the fountain scene. That was I'm sitting here literally. They're playing the song, and I'm like, that's fucking Fleetwood Mac. That's Don't Stop. And I'm over it. I'm seeing the lyrics too. And Kim's like, why do I know this song? So of course, first thoughts in my head is what's going on. Like, oh yeah, remember we got to do a show in 2023 with Nicole about Fleetwood Mac.
Yes.
But it's just one of those things where I caught it, and it's like, wow, I love when they do that type of stuff because one, again, I mentioned this. I love watching marching bands. I love mainly because I was in a high school band. I did marching. In my early days of high school band, I played in a pep band on the football field and whatnot before I went varsity, and then I couldn't play. But the thing is that's the part of the parades I love. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I don't mind seeing the floats, but like, get the floats off, get me the marching bands, get them stopped, play their whole song during, especially these national parades, or during halftime of a bowl game. Give me one band and then the second band, both of them in their entirety. Like last night, ESPN, you screwed up. You fucked up.
Yeah.
Because they allowed Utah to play their full song.
Yeah.
But then cut off Penn State. I was pissed.
Which is bullshit.
Right. Okay. Well, we got Kim saying bullshit now. But,
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It's a good thing that I was doing a podcast at that time.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, if you've not seen this, first of all, we
highly recommend it.
Oh God, do we highly recommend it? Yes.
And you have like 6 days, because a week from tonight, Nicole and I come back to review the second half of the season.
5 through 8.
Join us again. Come back. Come back.
So,
come back.
So there's only 2 days. Only 2 days you actually have to watch 2 episodes one day. Other than that, you can watch all 8 episodes before the next show.
Yes.
If you watch 2 episodes in one day, you're going to want to watch them all.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because you need them. You crave them.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a fan, if you haven't seen this yet, and you're a fan of Stranger Things, and you know how easy it is to binge that, this is the same, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knows, I struggled hitting the stop button.
Yes, you did.
I wanted to keep going. I wanted to watch all 8 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I did not want. Well, it's the same thing with Stranger Things. I'm like, I'm finally watching this for the first time, and now it's like, oh, I want to continue. I want to know what. Oh, I got to know. And then it's like, oh, wait, oh, you're doing this. You're gonna watch this with Donna Kelly. Like, whoa, hold back. And I think the one thing I know.
You want to put that?
No,
there's no place.
We can stay right now. We can move it after the show's over. Yeah. We gotta move all this shit right now while we're doing the show.
The show's just about over, Kim, so it's okay.
Know, right? She almost got the tablet again. But
I'm trying to organize this.
For me,
I'm not hitting things.
And I'm pretty sure for Kim, we could ease. I mean, this is where I get sometimes mad with Disney. Because yes, Netflix has trained me to become a person who likes to binge stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, and really it was before Netflix, because you know what? We bought our old TV shows on DVD and whatnot. Did. And guess what? You put the disc in, you could either hit play all, and it would skip the opening and the ending, and it would go each episode. Yep. And at the very beginning, at the very end, you would have the opening credits and the end credits.
Yes, you would.
And so when Netflix did that was with the binging, it's like, okay, but then Disney comes and says, oh no, we're gonna release this one episode a week. Oh God, really?
Yeah. I enjoy that too, though. I really do.
Welcome to
But you gotta go to bed early tonight because Bad Batch is coming out, and we gotta watch it in the morning.
We haven't seen season 1.
Thank you, Cam, for joining us. Have a good evening.
Hi, Cam.
Bye, Cam. Night. Campaign for dancing.
But one thing I'm like, for me this year is Ahsoka and Mandalorian season 3. Those are what I'm looking forward to.
I'm also looking forward to Bad Batch. I am a very big Bad Batch fan, so I'm gonna
cool Funko set. That was cool.
What's that?
You got a really cool Bad Batch Funko Pop set.
DB spoiled the crap out of me. I got me a 5-pop set of the Bad Batch, like everybody except not Ahsoka, Omega. So I need to get Omega. But I love the Bad Batch. So as soon as we're done here, I'm going to eat and then we're going to go to bed so we can get up extra early before DB goes to work tomorrow. When are we getting up, honey? It's 2 episodes, so we getting up at
they're dropping 2 tonight?
4, 5? Yeah, they're releasing 2 of them, I believe I saw on the schedule.
How many episodes is season 1?
13, 14, 15? I don't know.
When Bell Polish was off on Monday.
Yeah.
No.
I was just thinking, well, maybe we could watch all season 1.
4:30. Setting it right now, DB.
But yeah, I mean, we didn't watch season 1, and a lot of it is because I've tried to get into Clone Wars. I watched.
If you didn't get into Clone Wars, you're not really going to get into Bad Batch.
I watched the movie, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, I watched it when it first came out. I'm like, yeah, this isn't for me.
Oh, it's not the movie. It's different from the movie. No. Clone Wars was different from the Clone Wars movie.
Yeah, the animated movie.
Yeah, Clone Wars was different from the animated movie. Different style, slightly different style.
Okay, but yeah, no, I told Kim that we need to actually go and try to watch these. I mean, obviously, because it's all canon now.
Yeah,
but and that's the other thing. Is like, you know, I sometimes I look at I know I'm not a casual. I mean, I am a casual to a point, but I'm also a diehard. You know, not everything's made for me. I know that, but I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. How dare you Disney Shield? You know, up yours. If I like something, I like Book of Boba. Yeah, it had moments where it needed to be fixed, but hey, whatever. I like Kenobi. I like friggin' Andor. That makes me a shield, and so be it.
DB said 16 episodes.
16, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, DB. Hi, Sith Josh. He popped up. That's what I'm laughing about.
Oh, right. Well, there you go. I can't wait to see these promos.
Awesome. I am a professional. I will continue to make the promo. It's just gonna be like, clam slam with Lunar. Salty and Lunar.
Clam was a little bit salty.
This coming Sunday, Clam Slam Sunday with Lunar Girl and Shanti.
I'm just gonna write gaming sesh. Shanti could advertise it from her channel. Oh man, that's funny. That had me laughing tonight.
Yep. So yes, next week we are going to do episodes 5 through 8.
Yep.
So far I've not heard from Wikipedia, so I'm going to reach out, see what's going on. If not, we will make a decision what we're going to do the week after.
Yes, we will.
I have stuff figured out, but we also need to throw in Eddie and the Creature Somewheres this year.
Yes, we do.
So after I made you watch it. No, I didn't make you watch it. You watched it with me.
Yes, I did.
But yeah, but next week when we're going to finish up Wednesday talk episodes 5 through 8 again. Lunar Girl and Nicole will join us. And obviously, anytime we want the rest of the month, if Nicole wants to just keep her schedule open, we'll just bring her on every show.
You never know what might happen.
No, I mean, she's taking Rogue One Radio's taking a month off, so I mean, don't mean Nicole has to.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we can always talk. I mean, if I have to change something because she's talking about it on another show, because I know she's got after the weekend, she's gonna be coming up later this month talking about Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh my gosh!
So
finally getting to do Harry and the Hendersons. I'm beyond.
I know we were I know we were gonna do it. We were thinking about doing it, but maybe I'll kibosh that for now. Let them have their done, and I'll throw something else together.
Okay.
Maybe like Megadeth.
That's fine.
Kim's like, great. Goddamn heavy metal shit.
Hey, I like it.
The chat has me all derailed. I can't. You're terrible.
Oh Lord. Take her.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh Lord.
Only clams.
Fucking.
Oh my gosh.
They broke Scott and Kim.
I'm waiting for the rest of it to come up. There it goes. Mando's like,
my cat is not behaving.
Neither is the chat. Oh, good God. Love it.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, why not? Let's do it fun.
Hand up. Get rid of the garbage can. Oh.
I can't wait for dessert.
Such a snot. She's such a snot. Oh my gosh.
oh, with that being said,
Oh.
we all thank everybody in the chat tonight. And again, the girl said earlier during the Red 5 Reads, if you are listening to this as an audio only podcast, what the hell are you waiting for? Get here on Tuesday nights. I know we go live at 5 p.m. Eastern, but holy crap, be in this chat, because the chat is where it's at. I don't always look at the chat half the time because one, my eyesight's gotten so bad, it's hard to see it on the stream here. So I have to actually have it on my phone. And if I glance down, I see it. Otherwise, if Kim sees something, she starts chuckling, or like Lunar Girl starts seeing shit, chuckling. Then I start looking for it and realizing what the hell I fucking missed. But this is what our chat is about. This chat is not only here. Most of this chat is on Sidebar every Monday nights. They're here with us every Tuesday. Then when Rogue One Radio goes on, they're with them. And then we all show up Wednesday nights for the Escape Pod. And this chat is all about derailing everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we always say we're not on rails. Anyways, we don't have rails. Tonight we actually stayed somewhat on rails until the end, which I love it. And I love the chat to get Kim, because I mean, I know Shanti loves that from Kim.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I've got something special for DB later. Just you wait. Something in the chat. I've got something for you.
Oh no!
Oh no! Don't give him any bad ideas.
Next week, because it's also Lunar Girl's birthday next week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is.
Yay,
I usually hide on my birthdays.
Happy birthday month to what? To you and Scott, right? It's your birthday month, right?
Not me. Nope.
Scott is September, but his grandson.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, happy
and Hannah
birthday month, Hannah. To Luna Girl.
Hannah will be 30 on the 9th. She'll be a 30-year-old person. Good Lord.
30?
Oh no, that was okay over Christmas. Oh, that's what I need to do. I forgot to say my best Christmas present yet. Anyways, for over the holidays, she tells me that she told her mom told her mom that she was 60. I'm like, you do realize that makes me 60, right? And she said something else, and I'm like, and by the way, that makes you almost 40. Never mind. Anyways, I knew this actually before Christmas, but we waited till Christmas Day. We called.
Wow, we love and enjoy very Red 5 Network.
Bio.link/Red 5.
Right. So next year, we got this call on Christmas Day from my daughter, and we're over my parents and my sister, and put her on speakerphone, and she announces to everybody that her, Mikey, Brindley, and Case are coming down next year for 2 friggin' weeks over Christmas.
Yes.
And so right now, I'll tell you guys right now, we're taking 2 weeks off in December next year.
Yeah.
Or this coming year.
Yeah.
So
this year. And this year, I want to see if I can possibly fight and claw to get the 2 weeks off.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. You
can do it all night long.
All
to end the show, because I need to go beat my husband for calling it Italian.
Oh, shit. Oh, dude, man. DB, I can't help you there, brother.
In trouble now, bro.
And don't forget about the Olive Garden comment towards the beginning.
Oh, thank you, Nicole. My house does not smell like Olive Garden. You know, when somebody spends 2 hours making a sauce and then your husband comes in and calls it Olive Garden. Yeah.
I love you, Swedish chef.
I'm going to smack the Swede right out of him.
Oh. Just leave the chef part, please.
Oh, Olsen.
Good Lord. All right. We want to thank everybody that showed up tonight, everybody in the chat. We had fun. It's been a blast. Again, we'll be back next Tuesday night talking episodes 5 through 8 with Lunar Girl and Nicole. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. We always love having you guys on.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, and everybody knows we also love having Shanti on. We will definitely have to get something set up to try to get all you ladies back for another ladies' night. You guys were really fun when you guys did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll just let you guys do all the Harry Potters, but I doubt it because I like talking about those movies. Myself, so I like those movies too. So, but until next week, everybody have a great week, great weekend. Be kind to everyone, and also remember one thing: Happy New Year. And until next week, if I can find the right damn buttons, I'm not finding them right now. But as always, from me and Scott,
Is that like me, myself, and Irene?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Me and Kim. Have a great week, great weekend. Be kind to everyone, and as always, peace. Good night, everybody.
Good night.